All right, guys. Hello, everybody. Hi. Hi, guys. Welcome to the stream. Hello, hello. Hi, guys. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Hi, hi. Welcome in, everybody. Hi, hi. I'm going to move over here because I think we'll have some people join us. Oh, my God. We had so many notifications pop up at once. My goodness gracious. That is so many. Hi, guys. We're waiting for some folks to pop on in. I think Joel is finishing up his stream. Octavio's on his way. I haven't heard from Ruse yet, but I'm sure he's on his way. And I can say, at the very least, unfortunately, Vanta will not be joining us. Or if he is, he'll be very late. He had a voice acting workshop that he was attending that ran a little bit later. So if Vanta shows up, it will be late, but he sends his love and he sends his appreciation and he sends his morphs. So, well, there it is. We're not even 30 seconds into me saying hello and somebody already asked, did I see that Connor made a new video? Yes! Oh my gosh. And my music died. Immediately. I got too noisy. I got too loud. My bad. My bad. Welcome in, everybody. I hope you're all doing fantastic today. Hello. Hi, everybody. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm a coffee-fueled bunny host. I'm a professional voice actor, and I love working out, in case you couldn't tell. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Hope you're all doing fantastic today. It's good to have you here. I'm glad to be back in action with some Power Rangers. Mana, is it Nitial? Thank you so much for the cup of coffee. Thank you for becoming a Dusk Bunny today. And to Belmore for 26 months. Hey, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. Hi, guys. Hi. Hi, guys. Well, the Pax, that's crazy. Pax. Why weren't you looking at the guns, though? I thought this was more important. Are the arms not enough? Is this all you care about? That's crazy. Do you see that Super Sentai's over, but we're getting a Power Rangers reboot? I don't know about the Power Rangers reboot being true yet. I haven't seen like official sources, but I do acknowledge now that Super Sentai is ending and that we're getting Project Red as what is it? Space Sheriff Gavin? I still don't know how to pronounce it properly. I think it's Gavin. I'm pretty sure it's Gavin. As our kind of replacement. Which is kind of exciting. Do you see Connor? Mods to stabilize their atoms. Thank you, Kane. Thank you for the super. Thank you. Mwah. Gavin. Hi, Ruse.
Hello. Whew. Sorry I'm late. Hi.
You're good. I literally just got out here.
Oh, perfect.
Hey. You're the first one here.
Oh, I'm so fast. I'm so smart.
That's why I love hanging out with you.
Wow. You know, I love hanging out with you because you know to compliment how cool and smart I am.
I mean, yeah, why do you think I would have voted for you for mayor if I was there on that day during VCraft?
You would have voted for, well, that wasn't me. That was Clifford Rolexes. Would you vote for me for mayor, though?
What's in it for me?
Nothing. Honestly, it's a bad idea.
You sold me. I'm in.
All right, let's go.
Let's go. How you doing, homie? I haven't talked to you in a bit.
Alive.
You know what? I feel that on a spiritual level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm technically not dead. So that's something. How you doing today?
I'm living my breast life out here. You know what I mean?
Put those away. What the hell, girl? Damn.
Listen, someone's gotta. It might as well be me. No, I'm trying. It's been a very interesting couple of weeks in terms of being incredibly busy, but like every time I think I'm not doing well or not doing enough, every form of metric proves me wrong. So it's like that and never-ending spiral of I'm not doing enough, I need to do better. And then you look back and you're like, man, I'm doing really well right now. I'm not doing enough, I need to do better.
It is truly an infinite cycle, and it will consume you.
Yeah, it definitely will.
I know that pain. I'm in that spiraled zone where I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I need to do better. And then I look and I'm like, oh, I'm doing okay. And then I'm like, I'm not doing enough. I need to do better. I'm like, oh, I'm doing okay. But now I'm in the zone of, you know what? Fuck it. I don't care right now. I'm gonna wallow in that for like 2 more days, and then I'm gonna go back to I'm not doing enough. I need to do better.
I'm sure it'll happen in cycles. I'm escaping the cycle for about a week and a half by doing the TFT boot camp. So
Let's go.
That's my escape.
I heard about that. That sounds pretty cool. Are you excited?
I am. This will be my God, what is it? 5th or 6th time doing it. So
Holy shit, I didn't even know they did it that many times.
yeah, I think it started back on set 8, maybe, and I started with set 11, but I skipped set 14. So, so I think that would be 5.
I see.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
what you're saying is you're a TFT master now.
I mean, I do peak Emerald usually, so I'm not bad.
Emerald? Those are baby numbers.
Oh, my bad. I'll hit Diamond this season.
I'm Challenger.
Are you?
No.
Oh.
I don't play TFT.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
You know, it happens. It definitely does happen. But I'm excited to play it. I'm actually playing League tomorrow, too, which is crazy. I haven't played League in a minute. I got invited by VCraft people, and I'm excited, you know?
I think I'm in that server with the League thing or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
but I'm
we're
just
still
in there to
planning
kind of
that.
publicly shame them whenever they're talking about League.
No. We're going to kidnap you and play League at some point.
I don't think so.
What if I ask really nicely?
I guess if you send the money to my offshore bank account, I'll consider it.
I knew it.
All right, get ready for Crimson Roost's League of Legends arc. It's all League all day, baby, forever.
Do you actually play? Because I could have sworn I've seen you play before.
I've played one singular time on stream, and I used to play for years. I only play if I get to fuck around and piss people off. So Teemo mid or Xerath.
Hey,
until
Lila,
people
thank
think
you
I'm
for the
scripting
super.
type shit.
I appreciate
Other
it.
than
Thank
that,
you.
I don't play.
Oh, well, we got to change that. Clearly, it's time.
I am the world's greatest, most accurate player. As
Oh.
in, like, I shit you not. I have higher accuracy on Xerath than like most challenger players.
That's
but
crazy.
That doesn't make me a good player because my macro still sucks.
Nah, you win.
I'll
these.
win any 1v1, but my macro's trash.
You know what? I believe in you. I believe in Ruse 2025.
Thank you.
Even though that's only for 30 more days, roughly.
No, that's the right amount of time to believe in me. After that, I do die. So
It does happen. Yeah, and then we get, what is it? We get Azure Ruse for 2026?
I pray that's not the case. I was just planning on just being dead. But yeah,
Oh.
you know what? He could borrow the body.
Oh.
2026 is all Valorant streams 24/7, nonstop.
With no talking.
Oh, there's going to be talking.
Oh. Well, then. What do you mean? What does he mean by that, guys? What does he mean?
Don't watch the Valorant VOD.
Now, let me give everybody a little bit of an introduction. Joel said that he would be here shortly, and Octavio said that he was on his way home. So we are just kind of waiting for everything
hell yeah, brother.
to work out.
Fair warning, I've got another hour and 45 minutes left to go to my meeting.
Oh, they're going to leave mid-video.
I have to because I got to do homework.
I get it. I understand.
Now, in the government's defense, it is homework that I put off and made my own problem by ignoring it for a month.
So you made it
bad.
my problem. You just hate me.
I mean, to be fair, it wasn't supposed to be due until like later, but now they're like, no, it was due 3 days ago. So,
Oh. I deserve at least
now I'm
some
in
flexing
trouble.
for this.
all right, I'll flex here.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem. I got you.
Thank you. Ruse does not hate us, guys. Clearly, he loves me. Otherwise, he wouldn't be flexing for me like that.
Listen, I do hate you guys. That's true. And I apologize. If I hadn't, I was planning on dodging it for like another 4 days, but I had my meeting with my manager today, and now I can no longer dodge it. I've been bombed.
Guys,
Yeah.
I'm really happy to be here. I have to tell you, though, I have a really bad fear of raids. So if you ever see one, just please don't mention it. It freaks me out, and I shit myself.
Okay, you know what? I will absolutely make sure to never mention
Just
something.
give me a
like that.
warning.
Yeah, of course.
Just give me a warning
So,
if it happens.
Joel, you might want to cover your ears.
What do you mean?
Cover your
Why?
ears. Listen,
Why?
don't get behind me, Joel. I can protect you.
Why?
I've got the muscles.
What's happening?
I've got the
what's
muscles.
that? Is that a raid? That's crazy.
What's happening? What's happening?
Look, a raid on the horizon. Oh my God, under Joel's bed. A raid?
Oh. Well, we tried.
Don't worry, I handled that. Took the trash
certainly
right
did.
out.
Wait, if you took the trash right out, why are we still here?
Oh yeah, you got a good point. Oh,
Yeah.
good stream.
Yeah. Well, guys, thanks for coming to the stream. I really appreciate everyone. Get back in here, Ruse! Get in here! Oh my gosh.
hey, what's
thank you.
up?
Oh, hey, welcome back. Glad to have
hey.
you guys here. Hey,
Oh, yeah.
hey, what's going on?
Hey guys.
Joel, thank you for the
Hey,
raid. I appreciate you.
Hey man.
Thank you. How's Halo?
I love Halo. I've been going through it. I did it for my birthday a little bit.
I know, I was
and
lurking.
I've been really enjoying it. You were lurking. You didn't do my call. You didn't call in.
I thought you were gonna like tell people, so I just thought you decided to not need me.
Like randomly call me throughout the day.
Yeah.
Everyone front loaded me. Everyone called me at the start of my stream, so I couldn't actually beat Halo 3, so I had to do it the day after.
Yeah, I was literally just sitting there, like at night. I was like, all right, Joel's probably just busy with other people. Like, I'm sure if he needs me, like I'll be here. Because I told you I wouldn't be available until late.
The idea that I had was, what if the whole setup premise of the stream was I'm just trying to play Halo, but people keep calling me and they don't remember my birthday, so they all say the wrong holiday, and it'd be really funny because this sounds sad when I say it loud, but I thought it was funny. The joke is I'm alone on my birthday and nobody remembers it, so they keep calling me for the wrong things.
I would have loved to be part of that. Well, hey, happy belated birthday.
Thanks.
Yeah, love you, homie.
Wait, it was your birthday when I called you?
Yeah, I guess the truth is out.
Oh,
you have
shit.
anything to say?
Did you get any money and will you share it with me?
Why do you keep inviting this bum?
I mean, someone's got to keep you in check, and it's definitely not going to be me. I'm going to enable you.
You think it's him?
I mean, you guys are pretty like at each other's throats. It's pretty fun to watch.
What do you mean by that?
It makes the
We
hate
get
sex
along
better.
perfectly. Oh. Never even heard that word. What does that mean?
Hate? You're such a loving dude, man.
Yeah, I don't know what hate means. What the fuck is that?
True. It do be like that.
Dude, I just cracked open my stamina potion. I'm ready to rock. Let's
Oh, hell yeah.
crush it.
So we're probably going to get started in just a minute. I want to see if I can give Octavio maybe like 2 more minutes. See if he makes it.
Yeah, man.
But
How's your guys' days been?
it's been good. I've been grinding TFT for the set launch tomorrow.
When you could have been playing Arc Raider. No, sorry.
I can't play that game.
What do you mean you can't play that game?
It has AI voice acting in it.
Oh
It
shit.
does.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Now I'm going back and forth on this as well. However, it does sound like it's on the level of Siri, where the voice actors were commissioned, aware of what was going to be happening. But I could be wrong.
They were, from what I understand, but it's still like one of those things where I'm like, I still don't like it. So
I don't blame you at all. I
yeah.
get that.
Especially with all the stuff that's going on with other things getting dubbed at the moment.
You mean like anime? Oh my god.
I saw that. That was so stupid.
Yeah, it's been pretty bad.
To be fair, AI is destroying everything, but you know what?
Yeah.
I won't bum your stream out with that talk because I just had that for like 2 hours yesterday, or the day before yesterday.
Listen, totally understandable. I'm there for it, but yeah, other than that, it's just been TFT and content grinding and working out, and yeah, that's pretty much it.
Working out.
Yeah, I love
Get on
working
Dark
out.
Tide.
Get on Dark Tide. All right, I'm downloading it right now.
Okay, me too.
Dark Tide. There wasn't a sequel,
I
right?
went to go resub to friend's channel, and I went in, and then they were like, I was literally just about to raid you. What the fuck?
That's so funny.
Perfect.
Be like, sorry, I had to go nerd out with this bunny guy. Keeps flexing at me.
I had to go look at Power Rangers. They
That
said
too.
the AI dubs have been taken down. They did it. They defeated them.
They did. They did actually.
That's
So.
hard to believe.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna stay out of it for now. I've already expressed my vocal opinion on the matter.
Hell yeah.
So,
I hate AI. That's
me
my
too.
opinion. Also,
Yeah.
question.
Hit me.
High five.
Do you guys ever Do you ever like close all your tabs before you start a stream, and then you have to remember to open all of them again after the stream is over?
What kind of tabs?
What?
Like you don't have just a fuck ton of tabs open? I
Hell
have like
no,
3
never.
windows open at all times.
I have some tabs open, but not like anything
one
crazy.
Is my work window, one is my social media window, and then the other one is all my manga and webtoons that I read.
I mean, I have like a couple YouTube tabs. I have like the TFT stuff that I've been looking at. I've got random Power Rangers tabs open because of tonight, and that's like it.
Yeah, I close my tabs the moment I'm done with them. Sometimes too quick. I'm notoriously clean about my tabs.
Yeah, I try and keep them closed. I mean, I usually have like 10 to 15 open at a time, but
sorry.
but I close them when I'm done with them.
If I have more than 4 tabs open, something in my brain like activates a fight or flight response. I have to destroy some.
I understand that. I do understand keeping things open though, Joel. I don't know about closing them when stream starts, but I do keep tabs open when I know I'm going to need them, but I try and close them. I'm like in the middle ground between you and Ruse, it sounds like.
I just have a lot of tabs. 32 tabs of just 30 webtoons.
Whoa.
Because there's no way for you to bookmark them anywhere else.
Oh, they don't have
And
like
I
a bookmark
wanna make
system
an
in webtoons.
I don't like making accounts.
Oh, I understand.
Then I have a tab of all the kudo boards I've ever gotten in my life because I don't want to forget the links.
Wait, bookmark
And
them.
I don't like bookmarks.
Well, that's one you
Only
definitely
use
could bookmark. Yeah.
That also has some Gmail stuff open that I need to respond to with emails. There's a stretch
Amelia,
sense
thank you
gloves
for the
that I wanted to get for
I see your
tracking that I
message. I
forgot
promise
about.
we'll address that later.
And
Thank
then
you so much.
the other tab
I wanted
is
to give time to everybody else, but thank you.
like Twitter,
Big love,
Blue
big
Sky,
love.
YouTube,
Mwah.
Twitch, right? And then a bunch of kudo boards that I need to sign, and then a bunch of other bullshit.
Makes sense.
I'm never gonna fiction. That is tab full of fan fiction, actually.
I was just talking to Zanny about that. I was like, man, I want more fan fiction. I'm more in other people's fanfics than my own as like a bystander.
Guys, stalling worked.
Oh my god, it did! Octavio!
Who's this weird fucking hair pyre?
I heard he really likes hair.
He's glad he got rid of the lollipop.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Can you hear yourselves, or is it okay?
It's okay now.
Hold on. Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
But what if I get louder? I can hear
Don't.
myself a little bit. It's all right. I'll just be quiet.
Only a smidge.
Don't.
I'm sick. I can't
Close
yell that
your
much.
ears.
Oh.
Hey, change your food gear. I'll kill you with a rock.
What is my fugi?
It's your hair pyre.
Fine, I'll change my
Oh.
Fugi.
No, not you.
Hey.
Not usual.
Hold on.
Your SSS.
I am Harry the
Oh
Hair
my
Pie.
God.
Hi guys, my name is Bonzoin Haka. I'm the
Whoa.
coolest and the cutest exorcist in Xeno Kuni.
Oh my god,
You
it's like
sound
he's
just like
right
Bonzo
here.
and Haka.
Exactly. Like him.
Bronzoin Baka.
You mean Rhymezoim Rhymeka? That was my favorite iteration of him.
What was that from?
That was from VCraft.
I don't believe you.
His name was Rhymezoim Rhymeka because he had a rhyming curse.
Did he
I don't like
actually
that one,
want him?
Octavio.
Yes.
He did.
He did.
What?
Oh my gosh, Octavia with the lip bite? Hi.
It's
Why
not
are you
tasteful
floating
enough for you?
head?
Damn.
I mean,
Okay.
do I not? Listen, he's pretty. Man, I'm feeling a certain way. You know what I'm
so
saying?
used to like the cursed Fugis. He's like, oh, this normal one. Why are you using? the normal
Honestly, I am used to the lips. I'm not gonna lie.
one? Okay, let's bring it back then.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh my god, it's perfect.
Now we're talking.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, because Ruse doesn't have a ton of time, I want to make sure that we can get into as much of the video as possible, but we're still going to be pausing a lot
go.
because it's Power Rangers in space. A lot of conversations
yeah.
to be had. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get some introductions in, and then we'll dive right into the video. Guys, welcome to the stream. My name's Roy Chiato, like a Macchiato. I'm a coffee-fueled bunny host. I'm a professional voice actor, and I absolutely love working out, in case you couldn't tell. And I'm joined tonight by 4 of my friends that I'm going to be indoctrinating into the cult of Power Rangers. We finally made it to the peak of the Zordon era. That's right, we're jumping into Power Rangers in space, and first I've got Mr. Crimson Ruse.
They call me the baby.
They do.
Why?
because of the way I look.
Oh.
That's it.
Okay.
No, hi, I'm Chris Introduced. I'm Alicia's greatest monster. I'm the Midwest fantasy VTuber and your least favorite idol. And today we're going to be watching a little bit of Power Rangers. It's going to be so fun. It's going to be so cool. It's going to be so epic. It's going to be widowy, so fun and nice and great. And I'm here with some of my least hated people. So that is quite the accomplishment because I hate everyone.
Try harder.
Oh.
Okay.
I could never hate you, Joel.
You didn't introduce me yet. Don't say that.
Well, next up we've got Octavio.
And I am Octavio from Hall of Stars again.
Does your name start with an O and end in an O?
Not anymore.
Oh.
What? What is it now?
It starts with a circle-shaped symbol.
Oh.
Guys, I think he's having a stroke.
Yeah, I think so. Hey, are you octotonic?
What is that? I don't know what that word is.
Are you operatic?
What is that?
Do you sing well?
I don't know words beyond the and
Okay. Here, I got you. The
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 Now say up, dog.
up dog.
Now spell I-cup.
No.
Thank you for that
Lick my
riveting
balls.
introduction, Octavio. Thank you for that riveting introduction. And last but not least, we've got porcelain mate Chiato.
Hey, my name's Porcelain Maid. I used to be a sexy sack of man meat before I died, and my soul got trapped inside the body of a sexy female goon doll.
Goon.
I felt like playing along today.
Oh, okay.
Goon?
I do like that.
I don't want to do a joke. I got you, Roy.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
What? Oh man,
I'm doing my proper introduction.
I thought we were doing jokes.
I mean, it's all
We
entertaining
do that
either way.
every time.
It is.
We're
it's
gonna run out of
Ah.
jokes.
That's true. That's true.
What are
Now,
you eating?
yeah. What are you eating?
What? Me?
You?
Oh,
Yeah. What are you
Yeah.
eating?
Hungry.
Oyster
You said what you're
crackers.
eating.
Ooh.
Oh,
Ah.
Yo,
Wait,
I
I
want
got
some soup
cocktail
now.
peanuts. Woohoo!
Damn.
I have nothing. I just got home.
I'm right here.
Nothing.
Hey, focus.
Anyway.
Come on. Lock in.
Come on, rock it.
Okay. Last thing that I got to say before we get into it. So unfortunately, Vanta could not be with us today. He might be showing up very late into the stream if possible. He had a voice acting workshop that ended up going way over schedule. So he does send his regards and his love, but he wanted to make sure that everybody knew that he would be indisposed, unfortunately. So
Did
He
he
didn't
send any
type any of
kisses?
that in the group chat.
he told
Yeah,
me.
what the
You're
hell?
a liar.
He told
You're a
me.
liar. He didn't type that in the group chat. He
told
hates
me.
us.
Well, he actually literally said, I want to make sure you guys don't think I hate you. So I think that's not true.
I don't know. He didn't text me on our personal line that we have for each other. Our personal phones that we bought for just each other.
Oh my gosh. Are they Hello Kitty themed?
Yeah.
That's how
Mine's
you know
Choco
it's
Cat.
real. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a bit more of a fan of Gretzko myself.
All right, we should start. We should start.
We should. Let me grab the video and we'll get started.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah.
Power Rangers Turbo.
These peanuts are so good.
Alrighty.
I'm
We're gonna
hungry.
dive on
I'm
over.
just gonna eat the corn bits on the floor.
Oh, you know what? You know what I had for dinner?
What'd you
Octavia?
have?
What?
Stuffed shells. It was so good.
Ooh.
You had what?
Stuffed shells.
Stuffed shells.
Stuck shells?
Stuffed.
You
stuffed
guys should-
shells.
Stuff it so we can get
What is that
started.
supposed to mean?
Listen, I'll tell you later. Let's watch Power Rangers.
You know what?
Okay, okay.
Fair bet. So,
Is that an American thing?
No, girl, it's Italian.
I mean,
He's saying it's pasta. He ate pasta.
yeah,
Ah.
pasta. All right, guys. So we're gonna be diving into
Carbonara.
Power Rangers in Space. This is the next season in the Power Rangers franchise that we are up to. Previously, we watched Power Rangers Turbo. Do you guys remember how Turbo ended?
I honestly don't remember anything from Turbo.
They went to space!
Wow, you did it!
Yeah!
Oh my god.
Yeah,
Yeah, because the
That
president
sounds like
wants
such
them
a
to go.
joke answer.
yeah, but it's literally this season is called Power Rangers in Space.
Doesn't the president send them there or whatever?
The president of Nasada, which is just basically NASA.
No, that's a country.
Oh, okay. So, as a quick recap, we had the power transfer between the original team that we had at the beginning of Turbo to the new team. So we've got TJ, Carlos, Ashley, Cassie, and Justin. All of the events of Turbo happens to where the Rangers lose a fight against Divatox. The command center is destroyed and the Rangers lose their powers. The only thing that the Rangers think that they can do, because there's an ongoing intergalactic war that they know they need to help in, is to chase the bad guys into space despite not having powers anymore. And unfortunately, Justin decides to stay behind.
This is just a plot of Animorphs. Anyway, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the 90s were a pretty crazy time. So from there, they hopped onto the spaceship and they are now chasing the bad guys into space, hoping to find either Zordon, Alpha, or any of their allies so they can continue the fight against evil.
Mm-hmm.
So it is the 4 of them. So it's Alpha with them, TJ, Ashley, Cassie, and Carlos in a spaceship or in a shuttle. So, yippee! Let's dive in. And when I say that this is one of the most popular and lucrative seasons of Power Rangers, I'm not kidding. Turbo was kind of not a good time for Power Rangers, and it was very much declining in viewership. So they told them to go all out within space. So there's a lot more original footage, a lot more original fight scenes,
More budget.
Literally, they were like, here's all the money, make it work, because this is the end.
Is this when the actors get rich?
No, but this season they do pull out all the stops. And unfortunately, there is still some not great behind the scenes stuff. Not nearly as bad as the other seasons, but we'll talk about it. So,
oh no,
it's not nearly as bad as the other seasons. I promise.
Always gonna be awful.
No, I promise it's not nearly as bad. It's still like but it's still not nearly as bad as what happened with David Yost. So, all right, let's dive on in.
Let's do it.
Power Rangers Turbo was not the success Saban was hoping it would be.
Unfortunately.
And with the franchise being on a consistent downward spiral in terms of popularity, it was ultimately decided that Power Rangers would come to an end.
Yep.
Power Rangers in Space was meant to be the finale to end this story we've been following for 5 years up to this point. And they wanted to go out with a bang, actually stepping away from the constant monster of the day, moral of the week formula, and instead just focusing on telling a real dramatic and serious story.
What happened?
It is Fire Emblem music.
It's Fire Emblem music.
It is.
I was like, huh?
They use a lot of like JRPG and tactical.
I know for a fact it's Awakening because I'm playing Awakening.
He also really likes Tales games, and I know you like those too, Ruse.
Oh,
So
yes, please.
I'll point those out. Oh, do you like them too, Octavio?
Yeah.
Hell yeah! I know
They're
we've
good,
talked about
man.
other
They're good
JRPGs.
games.
I love Tales.
They are good
Absolutely.
games.
Please, Bandai Namco. I know we've talked before. Please, can we have Tales of the Abyss HD on
Krista from
Steam?
Bandai Namco, please.
Chris, you said you would give me perms for anything.
Oh my gosh, please.
But what if the Sentai footage didn't match up with the story?
Yeah.
Who cares? We'll just film new original footage and barely use any Sentai stuff.
Literally.
Which would actually need to be the case. The Sentai this season is based off of Denji Sentai Mega Ranger was not a space epic. Mega Ranger was video game themed and was actually the most like Mighty Morphin, following 5 teenagers in school needing to balance teen life and hero duty.
God, this
But
music is
that
so
didn't
good.
matter anymore.
It really
This was
is.
a finale that was going to pull out all the stops no matter what.
So ironically, with Mega Ranger, they talk about how it was like a group of teenagers, but it was technology themed, and their base was in space. So they had like a lot of stock space footage that they could use to kind of sell the theme. But like when I say it, like a solid 75% of this show is original footage. I'm not kidding. Like they literally were like, we're gonna tell our own story. It's gonna make sense. We're gonna use like a little bit of the footage to kind of have better fidelity shots. But other than that, we're telling our story, and the suits just happen to match up.
Are Bulk and Skull there?
Yes, and this is their
All
best
right.
season yet, and this is the penultimate crux of their arc, which you unfortunately are probably gonna miss. I'm sorry.
God hates me. I understand.
If we, if we lock in, you never know.
Probably not. Even if we lock in, it's literally the end. It's the last episode. Is like
No!
yeah. So we ain't making that. I'm sorry. I'll tell you about it later, homie. I promise.
Okay.
Just know they live up to the hero title that I have bestowed upon them time and time again.
What if we skip to the end to watch that first? No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
It won't have the same emotional impact, damn it! Go!
If I haven't made it clear throughout this retrospective so far, Power Rangers in Space is my favorite TV show of all time. Yeah, not just favorite Power Rangers season. I bought so many toys from sketchy Power Rangers forums, I wore the Morpher all day sometimes, and I'm pretty sure the VHS of the season I have is worn out with how many times I've watched it and rewound it.
So good.
But does it still
cool.
hold up?
Yeah.
Am I just blinded by nostalgia? Is Power Rangers in Space really deserving of being the epic
Yes.
finale to the series?
Yes.
Well, let's find out. From Out of Nowhere Part 1, we kick things off with a recap of Turbo, with the Rangers losing
Basically
their
what I
powers and
just
heading
told you
into
guys,
space to
too.
find Zordon. We see all the evil forces gathering on a planet to celebrate. Zed and Rita, the Machine Empire, and of course Divatox. Rita and Divatox clearly don't like each other. I guess they're arguing about who's more annoying. In a fit of rage, Rita shoots at Divatox, but her blast gets intercepted by a new face. This is Astronema, and once again, I think I've fallen in love. There's also a mysterious hooded figure
Astronoma's
roaming
awesome.
around the base.
She's awesome.
The fabled Dark Spectre makes his debut, and it's Malagor. Yeah, from the Turbo movie. Yeah, they just reused his costume, but I don't mind. It's a cool design. He says that
Yeah,
they
quite literally not related at all to the previous character. They just, I think at one point they're like, oh, they must have been like distant cousins. Like they make a joke about it or something. But not related at all, like in any story piece.
successfully
Bonkers,
captured
yeah.
Zordon and are currently draining his power and life force for their own evil uses. Lord Zed proposes a toast and everyone drinks. Apart from the hooded figure, when Astronema proclaims that
He's a spy.
a little brawl ensues until Goldar grabs a hold of the cloak and rips it off, revealing a Red Ranger.
The Green Ranger. Oh,
He's learned about the United Alliance of Evil's plan and
Not
manages
this
to
time.
fight his way out of there. Angered by
Actually,
their
there's no
secret
Green
being
Ranger this
revealed,
season,
Dark
sorry.
Spectre puts
That's
Astronema
alright.
in charge of the Dark Fortress
Red's pretty cool,
and to
too.
lead the charge
Red's pretty
against
cool.
the Ranger. Meanwhile, the Turbo Rangers are drifting through space, still physically and morally
Could have been
wounded.
Crimson.
On the plus side, though,
true.
Alpha's voice chip is broken and he can't talk.
That's a later
hey, yo,
season.
yo, what's up with that? Eventually, the Rangers come across a bigger spaceship, the Astro Megaship. And weirdly enough, their
That's kinda cool.
spacecraft is
Yeah.
able to perfectly dock onto it. Our heroes explore the megaship. It's a very long, intense scene. Nobody knows whether this is a hostile place. But hey, they got that futuristic microwave that can cook any food, so how we
I love it. Literally,
hey,
it's
what's
just
this music?
That is in every sci-fi, by the way.
Yep. They're just like, let me push a bunch of buttons and it'll just synthetically create anything I want.
I think
I
that
know.
says something about humanity. That's like our biggest dream for technology is we can push
Lazy
button and have
food.
whatever food.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's called DoorDash.
Honestly, wait. You might be cooking with that.
Well, hold
I'm
on.
not
What if I
cooking shit.
start
That's
a
the point
business
of
called
DoorDash.
Oh,
Stardash
you know what?
and I just take food between planets? Hmm?
You might be onto something. Write that down. Write that down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it be? We eventually learn that this is the ship of that mysterious Red Ranger from earlier. TJ tries to explain themselves, but the Ranger doesn't want to hear it, immediately resorting to fleeing and throwing fists. Despite everyone saying they're on the same side and looking for Zordon, Astronema starts blasting at the ship and the Red Ranger changes his focus. The blast damaged the engine and the Turbo Rangers immediately jump into action, repairing it and proving to the Red Ranger that they are on the same side. However, it's too late and the ship crashes on a nearby planet.
I also just want to point out all of this like interior shots like this, all of this is original American footage. They made this ship setting. They use it all the time. It feels almost reminiscent of like a kid's Star Trek because they're on this
Dang.
ship all the time. Like they have like so many different compartments and areas of the ship that they get to explore. They really make it feel like, oh my God, we're spacefaring and we're going on adventures all the time. It's so cool.
That's nice.
Yeah.
on the same side. However, it's too late and the ship crashes on a nearby planet, where Astronema's foot soldiers, the Quantrons, approach it. The Red Ranger plans to
It does
confront the
give off Star
Quantrons
Trek
by
vibes,
himself, but TJ says that
What'd you say?
It does give off Star Trek vibes.
Yeah.
You're right.
they're going with him, whether he wants the help or not. Part 2 kicks off with a fight.
Wow.
The Turbo
thing
Rangers
it's
still
breathable
beaten
atmosphere.
up and powerless, but managing to hold their own.
You'll find out that air is a recommendation, but not a necessity most of the time in Power
Oh.
Rangers.
That's good.
Quite literally in this season is like the perfect example of that, unfortunately.
They're on Sonic rules. I got you. I got
yeah,
you.
it's whenever they need it to be a thing.
After they all defeat the Quantrons, the Red Ranger demorphs. We learn his name is Andros, and he's an alien from the planet KO-35. He also has beautiful Smucker's hair, but that's besides the point. Ashley is the first to approach him and clearly develops a quick crush.
I'm Cassie. It's really nice to meet you.
And I'm Ashley.
Despite being on the same page and trusting the Turbo Rangers, Andros still wants to work alone, refusing to accept help at every turn. He says that they're from Earth and clearly don't know anything about space.
Yeah.
While initially coming off as cold and selfish, we will learn later down the road why Andros prefers to work alone. He even manages to fix Alpha and give him a new voice.
I can speak again.
One that's so much more tolerable. Thank you, Andros.
I think this one is
What?
Wendy Lee. What? Are you alright?
Is he allowed? What do you mean, I? What the fuck?
Yeah, why wouldn't he be able to say aye? That's his catchphrase.
It just sounded more fucked up than that.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That was giving me Speedy Gonzalez ass fucking like
Uh-oh,
stereotype.
Huh?
Whatever. Start to play the video.
Okay.
The Turbo
Play
Rangers
the video.
spacecraft and leaves them on the planet for them to fly back to Earth. However,
Somebody in
Alpha
chat's gonna
manages
agree
to
with
sneak
me. That's
aboard the
crazy.
Astro megaship and tries to convince Andros that
I'm
the Power
Latino,
Rangers
Alpha
are
has
a
the
team,
pass. That's
and that the
crazy.
search for Zordon will literally be impossible.
Wait, Andros
by
has great
himself.
hair.
Meanwhile,
He does.
Astronema and more Quantrons return to the planet and take the Rangers captive, beating them up some more and trying to get information out of them about Andros.
I gotta use
Before
the
anything
dolls room.
terrible can happen,
right
Andros
back.
blasts at the enemies.
Okay. We're gonna wait on this. This is important.
No, no,
Oh, okay.
you can just play it.
It's important stuff, Joel. We can wait.
Okay, I'll run then. Damn.
Run,
Fuck.
damn it, run!
Faster.
I love Astronema. She's a completely original U.S. villain. Power Rangers exclusive. There's no counterpart for her in the Super Sentai. They just completely made her up as the main villain for the season, and it
Oh, okay.
works really well. So, same with the
American made.
yes, same with the
Cool
Quantrons,
hair, cool outfit.
the silvery guys.
Oh, they look like aliens.
Yeah, they were definitely going for that like alien, futuristic, almost Terminator-esque scare factor.
Huh.
Yeah, and they are also American original.
Oh.
Yeah, like that's what I was saying. They did like even look at the set. Like this isn't even this is not the rock quarry we're normally at. It's a different rock quarry. So, but yeah, this is all like I think literally the same day after they all lost their powers. The command center was destroyed, and they immediately had to leave. And they're still on that same day.
Damn.
Yeah, that's why they're all in still the
Space
same
is-
outfits.
Space is small. I get around.
It helps when you have a massive spaceship, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess so.
Yeah.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta get me a spaceship.
I can imagine that would be pretty good for your hunting. You'd be able to find a lot more beasts to hunt, right?
That's a good point. I never thought about it that way.
See, you could hunt so many more things.
Like beasts.
Exactly. Or you could find bug friends.
Corrupted beast.
I do love bug.
I do know. I know. Trust me.
Why? Who told you?
Ruse, I've been friends
bugs.
with you. I've been friends with you long enough now to know.
All right.
Oh, that actually reminds me. So I put out a short recently where I talked about how you know how in Pokemon bug type beats dark type.
Yeah.
And I told you that was because of Kamen Rider, right?
Mhm.
So I made a short about that, and it accidentally popped off. And people are
Hell yeah.
people are fighting each other in the comments. So I keep getting notifications about it.
Why? What are they mad about?
So someone was like, "This doesn't make sense. You can't just say this is why this is." And everyone's like, "Yeah, because dark type is evil type in Japan, and Kamen Rider beats evil, so bug beats dark. It's as simple as that." And like they break it down. They're like, "Well, it's not that simple. Like that doesn't make sense. That's stupid."
But it
And
is that simple.
It literally is. Oh, welcome back.
Play the video.
Okay.
And take the Rangers captive, beating them up some more and trying to get information out of them about Andros. Before anything terrible can happen, Andros blasts at
He's
the
back!
enemies and runs out of his ship, handing brand new morphers to the team.
Ooh.
Where'd you get those?
He had him.
And with that, the teens are the Power Rangers once again, with the only change being that TJ is the Blue Ranger and Carlos is the Black. Where do I begin? I love the Astromorphers. They have such a simple
so
and practical
cool.
design. The morphing sequence itself is really cool. The futuristic techno music with all these stats and weapons in the background. I also
The really weird thing, because this is from Japanese footage. There's the random English for no reason. Tighten up, reality gangster. Stigma through idiot hearing. Keep frustration clear. Patience open ahead. Like, it's just nonsense.
No, that all
Stigma
made sense to
through
me.
idiot
What do you
hearing.
mean?
Reality gangster. That sounds cool.
Right?
Yeah.
Reality
be.
gangster.
One of the really cool things, though, that I did like about this is since the Mega Ranger suits from, the Sentai, they themselves are based on a video game. They all have stats depending on like what they specialized in. So it's like, here's their special weapon. Here's like what their like stats were. So like attack, defense, special, things like that. So I was a little cool.
Interesting.
Yeah.
futuristic techno music with all these stats and weapons in the background. I also really like the suits. They're incredibly simple, sure, with the only weird thing being the colored squares on the chest, but apart from that, I think it's easily the sleekest design so far.
It's very
Very fitting for the space adventure season. The Rangers, equipped with their new powers and weapons, finally managed to catch a W. You got the Spiral Saber
took
and
them
the
forever.
Astro Axe. It's so amazing. When the Rangers
Yeah, it
board
only
the
took
ship,
them,
Alpha
the
makes a
entire
pretty
day.
big
Yeah.
discovery. The spacecraft the Rangers took from Nasada is able to perfectly merge with the Astro Megaship, creating the Astro Megazord.
So we've joked about this before. Remember when I've said that Zordon always had a plan for everything?
Yeah.
Zordon was the one that had Nasada make this spacecraft.
Ah.
And the fact that it merges with the Astro Megaship to make the Megazord is like, he was playing 5D chess, like planning ahead type thing. Yeah.
Astro Megazord is pretty
Is this
cool.
CG
It's
or
not my
is, like
No, it's real. So they made a set. So like this is a person in a suit. And it's all on like wires and backdrops and things
the
like
way
that.
it's lit and composited is so good.
Yeah, they had to get creative with the 90s to get this kind of thing. That's why like old Sentai and old Kamen Rider have like such a different feel to them for these types of
Yeah.
shots. They're so cool.
It's actually me in the suit.
Yeah?
Did you?
I knew it. I
But
can
it's blue.
smell it on you.
I guess it does have your colors, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, blue.
Does it?
Yeah, a lot of blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whole lot of blue.
Anyway.
Anyway,
creating the Astro Megazord. The Astro Megazord is pretty cool. It's not my favorite looking Megazord, but it's still a classic. They destroy
Okay,
Astronomer's
kind of a
ship
hater,
and
but all
celebrate
right.
a victory. Because of the Rangers
Little
finally
bit of a sideways
being able
compliment
to catch
there.
some rest.
Little bit.
Even getting some new uniforms that I really like. The Astro Megaship is essentially the new power chamber. Alongside Alpha, there's Deca, an AI machine that overlooks the operations. The episode ends with Andros being
That feels
reluctant
freaky.
but willing to have a team.
yeah.
The Astro
Just the
Megaship
red
is
eye.
severely
Yeah, that's all it ever shows up as is Deca is just like the like confirmed setting course to here, like that kind of AI assistant type thing.
damaged during the fight. So the Rangers decide to head back to Earth for supplies and repairs, with Astronema right on their tail. The From Out of Nowhere two-parter is excellent, taking its time to set up the new villain, the
love that
despair and
it's
hopelessness of the
Star
Turbo
Fox.
Rangers, and Zordon's slow demise, as well as the mystery of the new Red Ranger. Astronema in these early episodes is very annoying. Not in the same way as Divatox, but she's very bratty, like a spoiled teenage girl. Andros is so cool.
Like most
He's the
VTubers
first
that I
Red
know.
Ranger to not be an inherent leader.
I just love that he keeps going back to the Smuckers.
Preferring to work alone and is an alien.
Leave him alone. His
Not
hair's
only
beautiful. He's
literally,
jealous.
But to
I
his
agree.
new team. The theme song is, oh my god. The Power Rangers in Space theme song goes so absolutely hard. It starts off so cheesy with the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, Rangers in space. And what Power Rangers song isn't complete
so
without
good.
the word go somewhere in it? The two-parter took itself very seriously.
That's a banger.
Raised the stakes with Zordon's limited time and all the villains now working together. So, let's continue onwards. With the next
Working
episode,
together?
Save Our Ship,
Nanani?
we get introduced to some familiar faces.
Nanani?
Why?
Where's your boys?
Bulk and Skull are back. They look up into the sky and see an alien spaceship. This essentially motivates their characters for the rest of the season, looking to find
Let's
and
go.
capture aliens. They do this by befriending a crazy old scientist named Professor Phenomenus. He's an insanely over-the-top inventor
name
who has
is
a few
good.
screws loose.
Yeah, it is.
Professor Egad. Like, literally. He works really well with the duo, being just as wacky and incompetent. We also see that Elgar, for some godforsaken reason, was sent to assist Astronema. Luckily, however, he's not a permanent general, as we'll later see in this episode.
Yeah, he's only around for like a couple episodes, but they were worried that they were too serious and that they would get like complaints that the show was too dark, like how when they introduced Lord Zed. So that they wanted to have a little bit of more comic
bullshit.
relief. It is 100%. And luckily they realized that they didn't need him and that they could tell a serious show and have serious villains. So he does not stay very long.
The Rangers land on
That's
Earth
good.
and head to the surf spot. I guess since Bulk and Skull weren't going to be interacting with Detective Stone this season, they opted to just make a whole new place altogether. The surf spot is ran by Adele. Her character is just a loving
I
auntie who loves to
love
cook.
areas like
I
this.
like her. It's here
Yeah, it's
Like surfer areas.
it's just great. It gives such a better
Good
vibe.
vibes.
Yeah, it gives such a better vibe than like I loved Ernie's Juice Bar for like the high schooler aesthetic, but like we're kind of beyond that now. It's not, hey guys, it's the 90s, do karate and then do extracurricular activities and save the planet. Now it's like I just need a place to like hang out and have a burger, man. Like let me have some fun, okay?
by Adele. Her character is just a loving auntie who loves to cook. I like her. It's here we learn that Andros has telekinesis, pouring hot sauce into Bulk's milkshake after he sees him being mean to Skull. The Rangers overhear the
Whoa.
duo talking about a spaceship one night, and
Only
find
a
out
little
they're
bit,
actually
right?
talking about
Only a
the
little
Dark
bit.
Fortress. The Rangers quickly gather the material, but get ambushed by the Quantrons, and they fight. The Rangers' fears came true, with Astronema planning to blow up the Nasada space station so the Rangers can't launch back to the Astro megaship. She sends down the real big man of this season, Ecliptor. He
God,
is so
wow.
badass, having this threatening voice and super serious
Looks like a
demeanor.
Digimon.
It's crazy it's taken this long for Power Rangers to have a serious general. The Rangers manage to fend him off momentarily and head to the spacecraft, where they just barely manage to
God, that
flee to the
wireframe
Astro
looks so
megaship.
good.
And
It really is. I want to go back to Ecliptor for just a second. I probably won't be able to find a clip of it without getting copyright stricken in like an episode, but his voice is very much more like, Red Ranger, you will fall to my blade today.
Ooh.
And he speaks like that the entire season.
Why haven't I seen this guy anywhere, like in a game or something?
Yeah,
Unfortunately,
what the
hell?
Power Rangers in Space, they pushed so hard on the budgeting for things like toys and like the marketing campaign because they were like, hey, it's the last season. They couldn't budget anything for video games or anything else like that. So in Space, I feel like sometimes gets forgotten in outside forms of media that aren't just related to the show. So Ecliptor,
I mean,
unfortunately,
100%.
gets
'cause
lost.
I've never heard of it until you talked about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in Space, really, like In Space is amazing. It's one of the highest grossing shows Power Rangers ever had. It saved the franchise, but they couldn't budget for things other than the toys in the show itself. So yeah.
with the Rangers now having
Interesting.
Yeah.
supplies, they're able
The
to
amount of
create
Power
the
Ranger stuff
Astro
is
Megazord
insane.
again and
Oh,
do
yeah,
enough
it's a
damage
lot.
to Eclipse
It's a
so he
lot.
can flee. Astronema also changed her hair color, like she's Ramona
Huh?
Flowers. And yeah,
Yeah,
this
she does it like it's like every other
Why?
episode she changes her hair.
I'm
was
sorry.
cooler before.
Can a fucking bad bitch not change her hair?
No, it was cooler before.
She has not hit her best hair yet. Don't worry.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, don't worry. It gets better.
will not be the last time she does it. Andros and Ashley spent some quality time together to strengthen their relationship. But with Astronema's plan kind of succeeding and blowing up Nasada, what vile and despicable plan does she have next? Well, she tells Elgar to set course for New York City.
Oh,
Why, you may ask?
okay. I want you guys to take a guess as to why they're going to New York.
When did this come out?
This came out in 98,
Uh-oh.
97, 98.
Are they... I don't know if I want to take my guess, actually.
Go ahead.
Actually, I
Go
think
ahead,
I
Bruce.
abstain.
Go ahead, Bruce.
No, that's fine. Are they...
I'm good.
Are they attacking any important buildings or anything?
No.
Oh, okay, we're good. Never mind.
It's what else do you know is in New York?
Rats.
Okay.
Bad subway systems that were invented built way too long ago and have terrible infrastructure.
Okay, go
Bodegas.
go more in the world of rats.
Splinter.
The
Teenage
King Rat.
Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Wow, that's crazy. They would never, right?
Uh-oh.
What could
Uh-oh.
possibly be in New
crossover?
York City?
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, that fucks. Wait, that's cool.
Yeah, so
Jesus Christ.
at the time, TMNT had their live action show that was airing after the movies as well. So I think this is, what was it, Secret of the Ooze? You guys can correct me in chat if I'm incorrect on that. But yeah, in space,
Ain't nobody in chat knows the answer to that.
they 100% do. 100% they know. The next mutation. Thank you. But
Oh my
yeah,
God, they knew.
they did know. Power Rangers in space, like I said, they kind of just were like, hey, you have the budget, just do whatever. So they were like, let's have a TMNT crossover, and this is not the only crossover we get this season. We get more team ups. So yeah.
Canonically, in the Power Rangers universe, not only does New York actually exist, but so do the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
We even have a comic
Guys, I
crossover.
swear this
It's
is
awesome.
supposed to be the serious season.
I've heard good
this
things
is
about
a
that, yeah.
crossover episode.
The comic crossover is amazing. Like Shredder morphs, the Ninja Turtles morph. It's awesome.
Oh.
The turtles here are
Yeah.
based off of the Next Mutation TV series, hence
Oh, he
why
would've
there's a
said it
fifth
anyway.
female turtle, Venus. I have never watched the Next Mutation, but I'm willing to bet anything it's hot garbage. This crossover
Damn.
is so
Oh.
whatever.
You gotta give it a
feels bit
chance.
out
Yeah.
of place.
Yeah, what do you-
like this
come on,
crossover
man.
was supposed to happen during Turbo. Basically, Astronema brainwashes the turtles to fight the Rangers until the Rangers break the spell and they all work together to fight the dark forces.
Now, how
It
will this power
definitely-
scale?
Happened.
That's a
never-
good question. I think the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles are stronger than the Power Rangers.
It's so funny too, because like I don't think it ever gets brought up again. But this is a really fun fight scene because it's people doing fight choreography in big bulky rubber suits. Like
You just hear squeaking every time they do a hit.
there's some insane stuff in this fight scene. Like I give props to Koichi Sakamoto for being able to put that together. It's insane. But yeah,
It definitely happened.
and that's it. We never hear from them again.
Never stop searching. We see Andros watching some kind of recording of him and his sister when they were children. While playing one day,
Ooh. Before I get into this, I do just want to overall mention. Remember, the overarching goal for Power Rangers in space is to not only stop Astronema and the evil forces, but to save Zordon, because the evil forces have Zordon captured. And if they don't
see.
rescue him, like the universe is in trouble kind of thing. So that is
Okay.
the overall journey searching plot is we have to find Zordon.
New York also
So-
is
Okay.
canon in the comics.
Yeah.
The Rangers specifically
Oh, I got it.
go to a city
Bits.
called
Just let the message
Poughkeepsie,
go.
which is like an hour from me.
Oh, apparently
Yum, yum,
there's some cities mentioned in the comic crossovers that makes it more canon, like the actual New York City.
Oh,
Cool, dope. Thank you for letting me know.
yeah.
Yippee!
Andros' sister was abducted, and he's been traumatized and searching for her ever since.
So that's the other
with
plot
Carlos
line.
being the only one who knows about this since he walked in
Oh,
on the
no.
video playing. We also see that Andros has a locket, but we don't know what's inside. Andros receives a message saying that his sister is on KO35. Andros goes down alone and tells Dekka not to tell the others where he is. It of course ends up being a trap set by Ecliptor, where now Andros has to fend for himself. The team eventually realize that Andros is missing, and Carlos goes down to find him, where he ends up saving Andros by taking an attack head on. It's a really good episode. Andros feels bad for putting Carlos
that
in
haircut.
danger, but it wouldn't have happened if the whole team was there. With Andros once again needing to learn that he has friends who want to be there and help him. That he's actually made some
Is
genuine
there any
friends.
Japanese footage so far?
So the Japanese
seen?
footage, this is American, this is Japanese. You can kind of see like the film
yeah, you
grain
can see it.
difference. The
Yeah.
fight scene was Japanese, but like all these other additional shots, or like anytime they're on the ship, you know it's American made.
Mm.
So
Who want to be there and help him. That he's actually made some genuine friends. Satellite search. The Rangers get a video message.
So to clarify again, now we have two main plots going on. Not only find Zordon, but Andros is looking for his little sister who was abducted when they were children. So
Man, there's a lot going on.
there is. And those are overall plots that are going to happen throughout the season.
From the Nasada commander, saying that one of their satellites containing important information was shot down from space, and that it might contain information as to where Zordon is. I guess this episode also confirms that Nasada knows about the Power Rangers and actively works together to help. The Rangers go to a desert planet where the satellite was shot down from, with Astronema's forces not being far behind. She also changed her hair color again.
Let's
Rangers find the
go.
discs but get ambushed by the villains. Astronema even gets involved in the fight, but gets visibly worried when her locket gets torn away from her. Huh. Anyway, the Rangers fight the monster
Oh, wait a
and manage
minute.
to save the
She's the
disc.
sister
It
of...
turns out there
Sorry.
wasn't any information
Anyway.
about Zordon,
I've
just
no idea what you're talking
Nasada
about. That's
research.
crazy.
While technically a filler episode, it really
Oh my
does
God,
do
no
a
way.
good job
No
of what
way.
this season is about, showing that the Rangers are actively visiting other planets and looking for clues as to where Zordon is. The episode even ends with a sad Alpha talking to himself looking at the discs, asking,
Sad Alpha. Such a funny out of context.
A Ranger among thieves. TJ, Carlos, Ashley, and Cassie go back
Hey,
to
thank you for the
school
super.
a test. Excuse me?
Extremely
I
wacky
feel
sound
like there's
effects.
more
I
important
appreciate
things
it.
to worry
Thank you.
about. Anyway, Andros goes to the surf spot while everyone else is in school to make some new friends. Unfortunately, these friends are thieves, and Andros uses his telekinesis to commit crimes, unknowingly to him. It's an alright episode,
Yep.
giving Andros
We
some
love
character
crime.
development. He's pretty oblivious to most things, but has too big of a heart to think the worst of someone. He even manages to make some of the thieves admit to their crimes and turn over a new leaf. When push comes,
So I do have to say, obviously, they went back to high school, which is kind of frustrating. But I can
Yeah.
tell you, just like Elgar being like the comedic enemy general, they also dropped the high school plot because they realized we don't need the Rangers to be teenagers. We can have them be adults in this plot, and it makes more sense. So there's maybe like 3 times they're in high school throughout the entire season, and then they drop it immediately.
Yippee!
Yeah, it's literally like, wait, we don't need to do this. We can tell good stories. Let's go.
to shove, Cassie leaves her diary at the surf spot, and 2 guys find it for her. George and Lenny. Your high school English teacher is having a blast right now. Lenny, the smaller guy, uses the diary as blackmail, saying Cassie can have it back if she goes on a date with her friend George. A timid but overall sweet-looking guy, which she hesitantly agrees to. Meanwhile, Professor Phenomenus creates a plutonium reactor or something. He basically made a
Still a
nuke
good
that is
name.
being kept
Yeah.
in this tall building. Meanwhile, Cassie convinces George to ditch Lenny, and the 2 seemingly have a nice time. However, Astronema sends down an elephant monster to knock down the building and have the nuclear reactor go off. And
Whoa.
wouldn't you know it, Cassie and George are having their date in the same building.
We gotta
Wow.
address
The
the
Rangers
elephant in
need
the
to
room.
use the
Sorry.
Mega Tank, a new vehicle that'll rarely be used. And Cassie can't morph since she's with George. The Rangers save the 2, Cassie morphs, they fight the monster and stop the nuke from blowing up. The episode ends with George apologizing for using the diary as blackmail and asks Cassie out on a date for real. She says yes, but what about the Phantom Ranger?
Don't worry.
Nah, I'm just kidding. The writers probably forgot all about him already.
They did
The
not.
crater.
The funny thing, too, is normally Cassie would probably not be wearing this type of outfit with her hair in the pigtails and overalls like this. I don't know if any of you guys thought it was kind of weird.
I did not question it for a
I
moment.
thought it was just an outfit. Yeah.
So
Same.
she dresses like this specifically because the Sentai episode that this is based on, this is what the Pink Ranger wears, and they wanted to be able to use like zoomed out shots of her to help sell it more. So just one of those interesting things of like, just wear the same outfit. No
Oh.
one will ever know.
I see.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
Right invasion. The Astro Megaship has a training simulation where the Rangers can fight these goofy creatures known as Craterites. After a thunderstorm,
those are the
it
foot soldiers from
somehow
Mega
messes
Ranger.
with the programming, and the Craterites escape into the real world. They go to Earth and take on the form of humans. The side story follows this little kid who's constantly
What are they
telling
doing with the
lies for no
laundry? What?
reason. So naturally, when
What
he's
do you mean?
What are they doing? Are they like living as humans?
Yeah,
Like humans?
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
okay.
side story follows this little kid who's constantly telling lies for no reason. So naturally, when he sees the Craterite humans, nobody believes him.
Boy
That
who
isn't
cried
until the
wolf.
Rangers find him and believe the story. It's pretty creepy stuff. Them hiding in
Hey,
broad
wait a minute.
daylight, just blending in, waiting to
What happened to
I
no
love
daily
that shot.
lessons in this in this season? They lied.
Well, that like I said, they ditched this like really quickly. This is like episode 5 or 6. So
tying up the humans they're taking on the appearance of. Now, in Mega Ranger, the Craterites were the actual Sentai's foot soldiers. The Quantrons are an American-made creation.
So that's how you
which
always
I
know,
give props
too.
to. The Quantrons are
Ah.
way cooler than these goofy pink things. However, for this episode, they're actually able to use the Sentai footage of the Rangers fighting them. The Rangers stop the Craterites, and this kid learns to never tell a lie again. The Wasp with a heart. We see a wasp
your
monster
episode,
that's very
Ruse.
harmless, clearly not wanting to be a villain, but having it forced onto him. When him
the
and
guy
Cassie
from
get into a fight, the Wasp clearly
Transformers.
has the upper hand and can blast Cassie into a million pieces, but can't do it. Where the two develop a bit of a friendship. However, the Wasp now feels worthless, not being able to do what he was seemingly created
The
for.
cod piece.
It's a really good episode with tons of heart.
Leave his
There's
cod
another
piece
wasp
alone.
monster that is evil,
Oh my
and
God.
he takes over when the nice Wasp doesn't listen, even fighting back against Astronema when Cassie's in danger. Astronema then blasts the Wasp, and Cassie gives her the most intense death stare I've ever seen.
Oh my God, Cassie, chill.
Let's rock it.
She's gonna kill her.
They defeat the bad monster,
Yeah.
and the episode has a nice
The
ending.
most
with the
intense
Wasp
I've-
still not sure if he can live in this world since he's a monster and will
Aw.
always have people judging him. But still wants to do good, despite what everyone might initially judge him for.
Yay.
Yay.
And that is something I love about In Space is they have filler episodes like that where it's like not every monster has to be evil and they don't just kill the monster to then, magic away the problem. It's that Wasp monster is probably out there somewhere, just living his life, So
He's being a real
The
one.
Delta
Exactly.
Discovery.
So that thing with the cool ass suit is just gonna be there for one episode?
yeah, probably.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cool.
That's how most of this is. isn't
Yeah.
it?
Start off with
Forget,
Diva
most of
Talks
this
in
is
the
one episode only.
Piranhatron, transporting Zordon to another planet, with the Phantom Ranger not far behind, witnessing everything that's going on.
See, they didn't forget
he
him.
creates a video message but gets ambushed. He manages to fight the Piranhatron off for a bit,
I missed
the Wasp.
long enough to shoot his message into space. However, it's Astronema and her forces that really get the upper hand on the Phantom Ranger. Meanwhile, the Space Rangers receive the message, informing them that he's found Zordon, and head to the planet to see if he's still there. They fight off Ecliptor, and we get a nice reunion with last season's heroes. He informs the team that Divatox has already left, but their forces are strong. The Phantom Ranger then gives Andros a key to access a new weapon, the Delta Megaship. To throw the Rangers off their tail, Astronema sends a monster down to Earth. Andros says he'll go and retrieve the new ship, with the rest of the team going down to fight the monster, with the Phantom Ranger saying
Easy
he'll be okay
peasy.
on his own for now. But
Yeah,
when the Rangers
simple.
leave,
Yeah.
we see that he's badly wounded. The Rangers
Maybe
are struggling
not
to
easy
fight
peasy.
the monster, being a 2-on-1. Andros eventually
No.
navigates his way around the space station and locates the Delta Megaship. He flies it down to Earth, but there's a surprise. The ship is also a Megazord. The Delta Megazord. This
With
is easily
gun
the
hands!
coolest Zord of all time. It has sunglasses and machine gun hands.
Yeah!
With this new power, the
Christ.
Rangers
Okay,
defeat the
Pinhead.
monsters. They try to get a track on Divatox's
It's dope.
ship carrying
I love it.
Zordon, but they can't find it anymore.
So there was always a joke that people made because Zordon made another Zord, hid it in space because he knew that one day the Rangers would need more space mecha. So some people point out that the color scheme and especially the visor happens to magically match up with the Phantom Rangers. So a lot of people fan theorize that this was the Phantom Ranger Zord and he was giving it to the Rangers to help them kind of work with everything. Obviously none of that is true and none of that's real because the footage doesn't match up for that, but it is a cool fan theory because the suits match up pretty nicely. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The Rangers return back to the planet the Phantom Ranger was on, but he's gone, leaving a video message saying that he survived but will continue the search for Zordon. However, he does leave a nice extra message for Cassie, promising her that he'll be okay and not to worry. Duh.
Yeah.
The Great Evilizer. Professor Phenomenus creates an evil ray, a machine that turns things evil. Why would you
For some
do that
reason.
in the
Cool.
world of
Yeah.
Power
Cool.
Rangers? Why would you not create a goodizer? Whatever. Astronema gets a hold of it and turns things evil, including the Delta
No,
Megazord.
what?
However,
Who
they
could've
punch
seen
it
that
enough
coming?
times and it turns good again.
Yup.
When the Rangers then discover a new feature. Using the Battleizer that came with the Delta Megazord, they can press a button and combine the two Zords to create the Astro Delta Megazord. Now this thing kicks even more ass, with
This
the
thing is
Gatling
so
guns being on the
cool.
shoulders. That's peak. Like, who in their right
even got
mind would
rocket
mess with this
fists.
thing? Grandma Matchmaker. Ashley's grandma comes for a visit with the intention of finding her a husband. So to get out of this
Whoa,
situation,
whoa,
she
whoa,
tells
whoa.
her grandma that her and
What?
Carlos are actually
Whoa,
dating.
Yeah.
Nana, chill.
Listen,
Don't
she-
do that.
Again, this is just they needed to use it for Sentai footage because the grandmother comes in to find the Yellow Ranger. husband.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's about it, really. Kind of the first real nothing filler episode.
I will say it is very funny though because the grandmother follows her around for the entire episode, and the grandmother ends up fighting monsters with her, and like
Oh, hell yeah.
drives a car into the monsters. Like, cause she like obviously she's a grandma. She she's a little older. She can't really fight that well, but she's like, I don't care. I'll just drive a car into them. She goes crazy.
I mean, like, at the end of the day, it fucking works, you know? Like,
Exactly.
you're driving a car into anything.
Yup.
Mm-hmm.
The Beryllian Sting. This is actually a really
love
important
this
episode, mainly because we get introduced
Brazilian
to a new
Sting.
main villain.
No, not the Brazilian Sting.
Actually, a really
like a
important
new
episode,
form of wax.
mainly because we get
my
introduced to a
gosh.
new main villain, Darkonda.
Love him.
He seems to have a history with Ecliptor. He comes off as a very conniving snake in the grass. He releases a bug that bites Carlos that seemingly has no cure, and will slowly turn him into a monster. Darkonda sneaks his way onto
Yay!
the dark
Could turn into a
fortress to
cool
inform
bug.
Astronema of his deed
Yeah!
in order to get into her good graces. Weirdly, though, he says that they've actually met a long time ago, but Astronema doesn't remember that. He's clearly trying to sneak his way up the ranks over Ecliptor so he can have control. Meanwhile, Carlos isn't doing so well. Andros says that
What?
KO-35 was working on a
Yeah,
cure,
his hand
so
is,
him
like,
and TJ
transformed.
venture off to find it. With Cassie
Yeah,
and
but it's
Ashley
cooler
using
now,
the
so,
same
I
line
mean,
on
win-win,
boards
really.
after
Right hand.
Carlos. It's another really solid episode, with Andros and TJ needing to fight Darkonda to get the cure before he does, while Ashley and Cassie are in like a horror movie,
Yep.
being stalked by the mutated Carlos. They eventually find the medicine, cure Carlos, whoop Darkonda, and destroy the Beryllian bug. The episode
It is
No.
genuinely like a terrifying episode. In Space does this a lot where they're like, let's have a theme for this episode. And this one was horror. So it's like
Huh.
while Andros and TJ are off fighting Darkonda, Cassie and Ashley are kind of just on the ship, like getting stalked by monster Carlos and like Alien, basically. So
That's kind of cool, though.
yeah, they really took a lot of risks with storytelling with these types of episodes, and it really pays off because again, they just literally were like, let's just do it. You know, it's the last season. Let's just do it.
ending with Andros and Ashley looking over the abandoned KO-35. Andros once again worrying
They really
about
do
his
just wear
missing
NASA
sister.
outfits this entire time.
Yeah, they do.
TJ's
Hell
identity
yeah.
crisis. With Darkonda slowly worming his way into Astronema's ranks, he convinces her that he has a brilliant plan to stop the Rangers. The Rangers set up a satellite to track Zordon, so Ecliptor and Darkonda go down to destroy it. When the Rangers show up, however, Darkonda betrays Ecliptor and fuses their bodies together, becoming Dark Cliptor, which is
Yeah.
an awesome name.
Oh, wow.
Darkonda having full
That's
control.
sick.
Dark Cliptor is
Yeah.
super powerful, capturing Ashley, Carlos, and Cassie, and landing a strike
Damn.
so powerful on TJ's head that Andros and him are forced to retreat.
Yeah, like that helmet is
He's dead.
Yeah, he is.
Oh yeah.
It is.
He looks dead.
It is very visceral in the Sentai, and it's very visceral in Power Rangers as well. He is knocked out, unconscious. His helmet is cracked. When the helmet comes off, he's like bloodied and bruised. It's bad.
Damn.
That
Yeah.
guy's skull is cracked.
Oh yeah.
After Andros tends to TJ's wounds,
that's
he
like
wakes up with
the
amnesia,
Halo Reach scene.
not knowing literally anything.
No spoilers.
Meanwhile, Darkonda tells Astronema
uh-huh.
that Ecliptor
Wow.
actually turned on him and was forced to fuse together so the plan wouldn't go wrong. Darkonda is such a snake. I always hated him so much as a kid.
No, I like him.
Andros
That's
is
cool.
forced to go
Yep.
down and fight Darkliptor alone, with TJ slowly walking around trying to remember. His memory eventually returns.
Not
They
this
free
dude
the other
using the
Rangers
Sonic
and lay the
Adventure
smackdown on
2
Darkliptor.
Eggman versus
Even
Tails
during
music.
the Megazord
I'm glad you finally picked up on it.
Yeah.
fight, when the Rangers are about to land the final strike, Darkonda unfuses with Ecliptor and uses him as a shield.
Let's
Now,
go.
we do learn
that
that
guy's
the
a
only
metal.
reason Ecliptor
I love that
doesn't
guy.
destroy Darkonda
That guy's cool as hell.
is because Darkonda says that he'll reveal the truth to Astronema, which Ecliptor clearly doesn't want to happen. Huh. I wonder what that is.
What truth?
Also, in a fit of rage, Ecliptor raises his sword to Darkonda, and of course Astronema just so happens to walk in on it, saying that Astronema didn't believe Darkonda's story at first, but now she does. Astronema is a very interesting villain. Being a teenager makes her easy to manipulate emotionally, which Darkonda takes full advantage of.
There's a lot of really good relationship kind of stuff with Astronema and Ecliptor, because Ecliptor to this point has very much been like whatever you say, Astronema. Like, I'm here for you, Astronema. Right away, Astronema. Like, he is her knight, in a sense. Where Darkonda is very much more like well, your highness, you should be doing this and you should be doing this, and he's all just trying to make it so it's benefiting him. So it's like those conflicting, he wants power, Darkonda wants power, Ecliptor wants what's good for Astronema. So a lot of really good conflicting personalities. And even though neither Ecliptor nor Darkonda are original to Power Rangers, they are written originally and not like this at all in the Sentai, and just made to be like this for Power Rangers to make it better writing.
Interesting.
Yeah, like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. I like that. Yeah.
Flashes of Darkonda. We once again see Andros watching the footage of his sister being abducted. However, this time, for some unexplained reason, we get a new camera angle of the abduction, showing that it was clearly Darkonda who stole
What
Cora.
the hell did
Yeah.
he miss
TJ
that?
and Cassie
No
go
way.
to the-
How could we have known?
How the hell does anyone miss that?
Trauma when you're a child.
You're
you know?
full of shit, dude.
Yeah, I don't buy
listen,
it.
they
I
just-
don't buy it.
They
How
just
many
didn't.
times has he seen this? He's been shown to rewatch this all the fucking time.
They just didn't want to reveal it yet. That's the only thing. Okay.
All right. That's
all right, dude.
All right.
Clearly Darkonda who
kind of
stole
lazy
Cora.
writing, but all
So,
right.
while TJ and Cassie go to the Dagobah system,
We're gonna go check out a planet in the Dagobah system.
Disney doesn't
What?
own Power Rangers.
What?
Yeah, they just said
What?
Dagobah for some reason.
They just said that?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay.
Yep. Listen, you just go with it sometimes, you know?
Yet. Andros, in a fit of rage, then goes to the planet Onyx, a Wild West-looking planet where all the villains seem to gather.
Oh, this is
Darkonda
cool.
is of course there, and demands a super potion from the bartender, but Ecliptor is
no.
one step
Reminds me of,
ahead,
like,
and forces the
Firefly.
bartender to instead give Darkonda a mysterious drink.
Firefly
a game of
reference,
cards then
holy shit.
ensues between Darkonda, some other monsters, and a vaguely familiar hooded figure.
Oh.
They play for some key cards that were apparently stolen from the Battle of Eltar.
Organization
The hooded figure
13?
wins them.
Not yet.
Oh my god.
Not yet, okay? Not yet. Don't spoil it, Octavio. Come on. Gosh. Did someone say the door to darkness? Anyway.
And Darkonda wants to make a trade. The hooded man tells him that he'll give them Zordon's key cards for information, asking about KO-35, where Darkonda admits that he stole a little girl years ago, and he wouldn't believe where she is now. Before he can further explain, he notices the Morpher, quickly catching on that the hooded man is a Power Ranger. A really solid fight then happens. Seriously, the American fight choreography is really good and always has been.
And I mean, like, all of this is American, because, like, the set is American, the suits are all American, it's all shot there, and man.
Every fight is
lighting
cooler
is,
if you have
like,
a
really
cloak
nice.
on. That's a fact.
It's true. It's true.
Uh-huh.
Unlike Mighty Morphin, though, that focused on...
we also don't really get to see much of it under the suit. They did actually make an original suit that is just Andros' suit, but it's black. So it's like pitch black, like a stealth suit almost.
Oh.
Yeah, it looks really cool, but we never actually get to see it. They made an action figure of it. It looks really cool.
That's so sad.
Yeah.
Why don't we get to see it? Why do they hate us? Why do they hate fun?
I don't know.
martial arts, here it's some really solid swordplay. Andros manages to escape off the planet with the key cards, where the rest of the team find out it was Darkonda who kidnapped Andros' sister. He challenges the Rangers to a fight, willing to exchange more information for the key cards. However, when Darkonda drinks what he thinks is the strength potion, he turns into a rabid monster, leaking goo. How wonderful.
Wow,
he grows
more of a
big and they
monster
summon
than
the
they
Astro
were.
Delta Megazord.
Yep, even more.
However, whatever was in that potion is proving too much, since the final strike wasn't enough to take him out. And to add insult to injury, Darkonda summons another monster to fight by his side, with the episode ending with the Zord and Ranger's safety in serious jeopardy. The Rangers
totally
make
not
a
Japan.
voyage. Alpha finds out that the key cards are actually the keys to a powerful weapon hidden on one of Jupiter's moons.
Whoa.
So with no other choice, the Rangers detach the Delta Megazord and fly into space to find it, leaving
It's
Alpha
just
in
getting
control of
real.
the Astro
Yeah.
Megazord to try and defend the Earth from Darkonda.
And this is Alpha in the Astro Mega ship fighting while the Rangers are off trying to go get this new weapon. So Alpha
Let's go.
Alpha is actually piloting.
Astronema finds out what's going on and follows the Rangers to the moon. A
The hair
big
really does
fight
fit with
breaks
the
out
aesthetic.
between the Rangers and the Quantrons before the Rangers manage to get away and continue their search.
That was kind of cool.
Where they eventually come across the Mega Vehicles. Mega V1, V2, V3, V4, and V5. all unique vehicles that the Rangers can individually control. Astronomer
That is
sends that
literally
monster
just a
to attack
rocket, dude.
Andros.
That's not a
It is.
vehicle.
It definitely. Yeah, a rocket's a vehicle. What do you
A
mean?
rocket is not a vehicle.
What do you
no.
mean?
No,
spaceship-
it's not.
The space rocket is, but that one is actually just a fucking like rocket.
That's
Yeah.
crazy.
A rocket is not a vehicle. It is a propellant for a vehicle, to
That's
be fair.
Yeah, that's insane.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And it's
What
a
are you saying?
really
An engine is
interesting
a
fight
vehicle?
Yeah.
Put an engine in something as a vehicle, probably, maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, but you got to put the rocket in something or on
Apparently put
something.
the education into you, and you fucking still don't understand.
Listen, he's just surfing it, okay? Just take it as it is. It's cool.
No, I won't.
It's like in a wuxia novel where they throw the sword and they ride it.
It is actually exactly like that. He's just riding the rocket like a surfboard.
Jesus Christ.
And then the Mega Ranger opening actually does say Surfing Yose.
Oh no.
Yeah, they talk about going surfing, like surfing the net, but then they have this.
It fits with the theme.
It does.
Astronomer sends that monster to attack Andros, and it's a really interesting fight scene because there's no music.
Oh.
Actually, I
Along
kind of
with being
like that.
filmed
Yeah.
primarily
That's
in the
really
dark,
good.
it
Yeah.
Again, they tried,
More
man. They
impactful.
they were trying. They were trying new stuff.
really feels out of place, but in a good way. We cut back to Alpha, where him and Dekka aren't doing so good. Darkonda is absolutely thrashing the Astro Megazord, on the brink of total destruction. On their way back to Earth, though, Cassie notices a transformation control.
I've got one too. I'm going for it.
You know what time it is.
Whoa, what is
Yes,
it?
of course, the Mega Vehicles
There
are
you
able
go.
to transform
Right.
into a Megazord. And when it makes its debut, it's one of the most amazing entrances
So
I've
cool.
ever seen.
Another one.
It kicks
Just comes
so
down
much
from the
ass.
moon.
This is the Mega Voyager,
Jeez.
and it is my
Edit
number
it.
one Megazord of all time. I think this debut really solidified that when I was a kid. They're able to whoop Darkonda and even blast him to bits with the Mega V3 missile, seemingly
Rawr.
destroying him, but we'll learn that it won't be that easy to get rid of Darkonda. The episode ends with a victory, but with the Astro Mega ship being pretty damaged. I think this is really the turning point when Power Rangers in Space really started to take itself seriously.
This is
Not
what I
afraid-
was talking about before, where they knew what they had once they got to this point, and they were like, we can ditch like the high school plots, we can ditch like the goofiness. I think Elgar is gone by this point, or like barely around anymore, and it's just let's tell a story episode, or if it's filler, it still has important story stuff to go in with it.
Thank
Hell yeah.
God.
Yeah, they really locked in from this point forward.
to show more tense scenes and let things play out, not needing to rush plots for the 5-year-olds to get to the Megazord toy commercial, you know? Using more orchestral music and overall feeling like a serious action show. The next episode is a Turbo crossover. Yeah, true
Which
blue
I
to
like.
the rescue. We start off on a desolate planet, with the Piranhatron wrangling Stormblaster and Lightning Cruiser. Lightning Cruiser is able to distract the Piranhatron and allow Stormblaster to fly
The
away
Mad
and get
Max?
some help. The Megaship picks
What is it?
It's like Mad Max.
Yeah, because it's on like a desert planet.
Vibes of it. Yeah, yeah, and with the cars and stuff.
Do you guys remember
Hey, man.
these?
Not everything in the desert is about Mad Max, right? We live in a desert.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's Armis. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
yeah,
It's
duh.
an Armis reference. Can't believe it.
Where are the Armis vehicles?
We've got the van that Goldie drives. I
Oh,
guess.
you know what? That's fair. Do you guys
You're a
remember
mystery
these
machine.
vehicles though?
Hell no.
So in Turbo, they had 2 sentient like vehicles that were part of their like team arsenal, and they were captured in the finale of Turbo.
Oh,
So,
but now they're back.
well, they're still being wrangled and you know taken off elsewhere, but one of them gets away.
is able to distract the Piranhatron and allow Stormblaster to fly away and get some help. The Megaship picks this up, and the former Turbo Rangers are happy to see it, with Andros being like, I've never heard of a Stormblaster before. Bro, you're a Space Ranger, how have you never heard of it? Meanwhile,
literally a flying
Divatox
space
also
car.
makes her return, asking for Astronomer to keep an eye out for Stormblaster. Where, of
Okay,
course,
but
she
everybody in
tells
space
Divatox
has to know
shove
everything
it.
in
The
space?
Rangers
Come on.
Absolutely. Yes, 100%.
track
Yeah, whatever,
down
dude, I'm going to the
Stormblaster, but
Dagobah.
Astronomer's
Go to the Dagobah system.
I've had enough.
I've heard enough.
where of course she tells Divatox to shove it. The Rangers track down Stormblaster, but Astronomer's forces also ambush them, with the Rangers taking a big blast to allow Stormblaster to get away. We then cut to Justin, who's looking up into space hoping that his friends are okay. Complete with a little montage of the last
They're
season.
not, Justin. They're
Justin's
not.
dad also tells him that they can't go fishing tomorrow because he has work. Has your character not had any growth this entire time?
No.
Anyway, Stormblaster kidnaps Justin to help the others, along with a little surprise.
My morpher!
I'm just gonna assume that Stormblaster used some of its own power to charge Justin's morpher, and that's why he's able to morph again. Regardless, a really fun battle breaks out, with Justin once again being able to fight alongside his old teammates. I know I've mentioned this before, but the music has really turned up a notch.
It got really
Instead of
good.
generic rock and roll, we have what's known as a leitmotif, which according to Google is a reoccurring music
No,
soundtrack
that's a
that repeats
leitmotif.
itself in different
But all right.
I'll take your word for it.
What in the light?
Light.
forms and in different situations. Think of it like an anime or JRPG.
Tales of
When the
Zillia
big
2.
He can
final
show
fight
an
happens,
anime
there's
picture, but he
always
can't
that
fucking
orchestral
play any of the
rendition
audio
of the
for the
main
show.
theme
Nope.
song. Here's Power Rangers in Spaces.
Never mind, I lied.
Oh.
Anyway, the 6 Rangers
This is
destroy the
better
monster,
demonstrated
but
with
their work is
Octavio's puppet show.
Yeah, that's a pretty okay
Can you not
leitmotif.
use the word puppet in front of me?
Yeah, dude, what the hell?
Yeah.
Oh,
You mind watching yourself?
Okay. Yeah.
isn't done
Fucked
yet. They head to that desert planet in order to free Lightning Cruiser as well. It's really nice to see that the writers really wanted to wrap up any loose ends with this final season. Andros even does this cool spin attack and takes out like 6 Piranhatron. They rescue the vehicles, and Justin tells the Rangers that he thinks about them a lot, and if they ever need him, he'll always be there. Justin is never
You're
seen
10.
again.
Yeah, he's never in the franchise ever again from this point on.
If you ever need me, I'll be there. We won't. See ya.
Quite literally. So, yeah.
That's rough, kid.
But
Like, what's he gonna fucking do?
morph and fight with them.
Yeah, but like, be real. What if they need help with like trigonometry or college work?
Yeah,
He's-
man.
He's in high school as a 10-year-old. He's really smart.
How
Not smart
is
enough
he,
to be
though?
in college though. Only in high school.
All right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
sounds
still just
sounds
high school
dumb as hell.
Listen. But I will say I did love this, and this is like what I was saying with crossover type stuff, where In Space was like, we want to really finish storylines. Because like I'm sure like there are some people out there that were like, well, what about Justin? What's he doing? And this is the answer. So we get that kind of conclusion of the Turbo saga as it continues into In Space, and a crossover that didn't happen in Mega Ranger. So like this is all original American footage and all original shot, and it's great with great music and great action.
While technically not
very
the
cool.
first crossover episode, since in Zeo they did team up with the Alien Rangers, it's definitely the first one to have the crossover as the focus. Wrapping up
Well,
the
hold
only
on. They
real
also
loose end-
teamed up with the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I mean,
Power Rangers crossover with other Power Rangers they made.
Yeah, but there's no turtles in this one. So.
It's true.
right now
Not yet,
with the
there's not.
Turbo story. Good stuff. Invasion of the Body Switcher. It's Ashley's birthday, and
This
there's only
Symphonia
one
song
thing
always
she
gets
wants.
me.
Andrew says they
Yeah,
don't celebrate
good.
birthdays on
So
his planet,
good.
but still surprised Ashley with a gift. A necklace with a rare gem from KO35. It's a genuinely heartwarming and sweet scene. This relationship has taken its time to show they actually care for each other without forcing any romance, like Tommy and Kat and Zeo. Meanwhile,
Whoa.
Astronema creates
Yeah.
a shape-shifting monster that can make anyone look like anyone. She uses this power to look like Ashley so she can board the megaship. A really funny scene then happens where she summons the Quantrons as a distraction, and one of them accidentally hits Astronema and she fights back for real. Meanwhile, the real Ashley gets kidnapped and tricks the monster into turning her into Astronema. And when Algar shows up, he stupidly lets her go. We do get a really nice scene though, with Alpha giving Ashley her birthday present, not knowing it's Astronema, where she seems genuinely touched that someone would give her a gift and not want anything in return. Clearly never being shown true, genuine affection before.
Isn't that
The
so
skip away.
precious?
It is really cute.
Yeah.
Sorry. That was
The
precious or
little
whatever.
skip is so
Okay.
fucking silly.
All right. You know what? Just because you said that, Ruse, I'm taking away the present.
You
I knew he paused for a reason. I knew he paused for a reason to say something.
It's just so good, okay?
It was a prank, please.
You bitch! Meanwhile, everyone meets on Earth, including Ashley as Astronema and Astronema as Ashley. Ashley as Astronema tells Andros that Ashley is actually Astronema. It's confusing,
What?
but he eventually believes her and blasts at the Yellow Ranger, revealing that she is in fact Astronema. The two Astronemas get into a tussle before Andros tests out which one is actually Ashley.
Let's rock it!
Oh man, that's so funny. Astronema morphing into a Power Ranger. That's
crazy.
so ridiculous. That could never happen.
I wouldn't want to be a Power Ranger anyway.
They destroy the monster and it reverses the spell.
Anyway.
The episode ends though with Andros taken away
Heavy-handed
into a hidden
foreshadowing
room
from them.
and a heart monitor hooked up to someone's body.
Oh my
Survival
gosh.
of the Silver. The Rangers are on an expedition and take some eggs aboard the ship. Meanwhile, the Jawa from Star Wars attacks, and they're forced to retreat. However, just like in Star Wars, they manage to disassemble some of the ship, causing it to malfunction, revealing a hidden door from the last episode. Cassie, Ashley, Carlos, and TJ go to investigate, where they see that the body is a Silver Ranger. Andros proclaiming that his name is Zane, and he's his best friend. He tells the team that it was just him and Zane defending KO-35 from Dark Spectre's forces. Their numbers were too much, and Zane protected Andros, ultimately sacrificing his life. That was 2 years ago. Zane's been in a coma and cryogenically frozen for 2 years, in hopes that he wakes up one day. The team are shocked that Andros would keep this as a secret and wonders why he never told them. But he doesn't give an answer. He never does. It's possible that this is why Andros tends to act as a lone wolf. When he had a friend, it ended badly. This also possibly explains where the other Space Ranger's powers came from. If Zane ended up in a coma,
that war kind of
it's not impossible to think that the rest of Andros' team weren't as lucky.
So this is like a big plot point that it's never confirmed, but this is always something that I very much believe in and push as like the actual narrative. The reason why Andros is by himself, because I think... Was it you, Octavio, that said where did the morphers come from right at the beginning? Like, where did he get those? Or was it somebody else?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Somebody else.
Okay.
It's Vanta.
It's Vanta? Yeah.
Shit. Okay.
So, when Andros comes out of the spaceship and he has the morphers, the headcanon that I have, and it's kind of implied by the show, is that there was another team, but they died. And that's because Zane is in a coma and the rest of his team is gone. I always assume that that's why Andros works alone, because he doesn't want to risk losing more people.
Would it be mad fucked up of me to say skill issue?
Just a little bit.
I'm kidding, please.
I always thought about it like that, because even when you're in like the Astro Mega ship, like you see that there should be 5 Rangers in there. You know, there's tons and tons and tons of different stuff that show the 5 colors. So it wasn't just made for him. So I always kind of likened it to that. Yeah. All right.
To rub some salt in the wound, the eggs that the Rangers brought aboard the ship start to hatch, releasing a monster and causing the ship to crash back on the Jawa planet. The Rangers are outnumbered. The monster is proving too powerful, and the little Jawa creatures are making their way on board, causing mayhem and destruction. So much so that the Silver Ranger's heart monitor flatlines, causing Andros to go on a violent, depressive rampage through the enemies. However, the heart monitor detects activity, and the little Jawa creatures get kicked off the ship. Zane is alive and well, making a grand entrance and absolutely whooping that monster with his Super Silverizer, which is a great name. It's a blade and blaster combo that I always loved as a kid. They destroy the monster, and Andros and Zane have a nice reunion.
Whoa!
And Ashley does that thing she did with Andros.
And I'm Ashley.
Zane being less shy and more of a charmer, kissing Ashley's hand. Zane asks about KO-35, but Andros tries to keep things lighthearted, since he now has his friend back.
Funny thing too is when they cast Zane for the Silver Ranger, their criteria was Brad Pitt lookalike.
Oh no.
He does kind of give off Brad Pitt.
From the 90s especially.
Yeah.
I always really thought that was funny. But yeah, his actor is a really funny guy.
Red with envy. Andros is finally trying to ask out Ashley on a date, but is clearly nervous to ask. When he finds her though, Zane is teaching her telekinesis, all while making her laugh and being charming,
You
which
can do
immediately
that?
angers Andros.
Laughing and being
everyone?
charming,
Yeah.
or the telekinesis thing.
Oh.
The being charming part.
Oh,
Damn.
Why don't you just teach everyone to do that?
Yeah, Joel, why don't you teach us?
me,
Yeah.
guys, please.
No, we're asking you, please.
Yeah, please, Joel.
Did die and turn into a woman.
Oh,
No, okay. No
my
problem.
bad.
That was my
I do that every-
solution.
I do that every Tuesday. No.
I'll work on it. Artist, draw Ray again.
A monster shows up on Earth and Zane takes charge, once again impressing Ashley to the dismay of Andros. However, before they can finish the job, Zane demorphs in the middle of the fight. Darkonda shows up and says that he has a factory that can produce unlimited monsters. The Rangers head back to the ship, and Andros once
Why'd you
again
tell
tries
them?
to ask out Ashley.
I think it was
bragging.
Yeah, I literally think I just supposed to be. Yeah, you'll never win. We'll just keep throwing these monsters at you forever.
Okay.
Where Zane interrupts him to talk about Darkonda. He
That's
also
called
eats
job
Ashley's
security,
cupcake
dumbass.
with the biggest shit-eating grin. I love him. Andros, though, has had enough. Whenever
Damn,
Zane
do
tries
that.
to talk to him, he gets the cold shoulder. Andros telling Zane that he clearly doesn't waste any time trying to get with Ashley. Luckily, though, Zane is a good friend and says that he knows Andros likes her and wouldn't step on his toes like that. But Andros is clearly too upset to care,
Apparently
even
so.
demanding that Zane stays behind when a monster attacks Earth. The Rangers
Whoa,
get captured
alright,
and Zane
chill.
refuses to sit back any longer.
Yeah.
However, Ecliptor ambushes him, and the
Ooh, I got a raid. Do you guys mind if I say hello?
Yeah,
Yeah,
for
go ahead.
sure.
Welcome in,
back.
Raiders. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. I'm a coffee-fueled bunny host. I'm a professional voice actor, and I absolutely love working out, in case you couldn't tell. Welcome in. We are reacting to Power Rangers in Space. We've got Crimson Ruse.
Hi.
We've got Octavio. And Porcelain Maid Joel. Anyway, back to action.
two fight.
Let's rock it!
Zane's morpher is a cell phone, and it's pretty cool to be honest. He defeats Ecliptor, saves the Rangers from the monster, and right when he lands the finishing blow on the monster, he demorphs again. The episode
man,
ends, of course,
stop
with
it.
Andros and Zane making up and staying
Yeah,
besties.
like, I swear this never
Andros
happens.
even finally
No, it never. Listen, it's never happened in Power Rangers that powers would just fade like that. You know, it just never happens ever.
No, never.
Yeah.
asking out Ashley on a date to see Haley's comet. But Zane sneaks away to speak with Alpha privately, asking for help, saying that there's something wrong with his powers. The Silver Secret. Andros and Cassie overhear Alpha talking to
More
Zane,
Tales of
saying that he
Symphonia
doesn't
music,
have much
yippee.
time. This immediately scares the two when they go off to tell the others. However, it turns out that Alpha was talking about Zane's powers, saying he only has 2.5 minutes in his Ranger form before demorphing every time, which Astronema also figures out. She also has new hair. I also want to quickly mention the theme song.
Yay!
In both Zeo and Turbo, the opening song was about 45 seconds, but as the season went on, it got shortened. However, Power Rangers in Space was so popular at this point that they actually extended the opening song from 30 seconds to 45 seconds. They literally added in a guitar solo and a Bulk and Skull credit, despite not being on the show for a while now. Anyway, with the Rangers thinking that Zane is dying, they give him the special treatment, pampering him and not letting him go into battle. He eventually realizes what's going on and takes advantage of it, which is kind of a dick move. Like, you were in a coma for 2 years.
What do you
This
mean?
isn't
That's
out
so
of the
much
realm
more
of possibility.
interesting.
What is
That's
it?
way funnier.
Yeah. I mean, unfortunately, this is just a Sentai plot, but I love his actor because, like, look at this shit-eating grit. Like, he knows exactly what he's doing.
And rightfully so. Keep it up, buddy.
Yeah.
You deserve it. Get pampered.
You could be dying. Alpha then tells Zane that essentially his morpher is out of juice, like leaving your car running but not driving it anywhere. And if he can get a strike of lightning, it can be recharged. Apart from
What?
that, though,
In
he's
California,
perfectly healthy,
apparently.
which leads to this pretty funny exchange.
Hey, dude, if you get electrocuted, it'll be
think
better.
I'm dying.
Promise.
The Rangers don't let Zane go into action,
dying.
and when they can
So
really use his
ridiculous.
help, he decides to spring into action, climbing a mountaintop where a thunderstorm is happening. He holds up his morpher high into the air and lightning strikes it, recharging his powers and allowing him to morph on out to help destroy the monster. With this really awesome triple team attack.
Pyro Saber!
Satellite Stunner!
Super Accelerator! Yeah!
They save the day and get Zane back, feeding him a spinach smoothie and forcing him to clean up the ship for lying to them. It's great. Zane is such a lovable douchebag.
We hate to see a king fall.
That's crazy. How about a king with Riz?
What's that?
You're gonna find out.
With
All of
danger,
us.
Astronema accidentally attacks her own monster, and it turns on her. Zane is laughing at first, but when he realizes she's in actual danger, he saves her life and flies her to safety. Astronema then wakes up by a campfire, with Zane giving her some tea. She's disgusted by it, but he didn't think it was that bad. Astronema then threatens Zane, saying she could destroy him, but he doesn't think she will. And in a cute gesture, puts a marshmallow on her staff and takes it from her, teaching her about roasting marshmallows. She shows some vulnerability and enjoys it. Before she leaves, she does thank Zane for saving her. Clearly, they both have a crush on each other.
Ooh.
We see Astronema in the Dark Fortress daydreaming and not worrying about being evil.
Longing
And
is the
Zane
best
is
way to
just
turn.
staring at a picture of... Where did he get that?
What the
Rangers
fuck?
go down to
When
Earth.
what?
Where did he get the picture?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, just don't worry about it.
I
It's
don't
full
know. That's
cinema
not
quality
good.
too.
That's kind of creepy, brother. Where'd you get that?
Don't worry about it.
Movie, where Astronema disguises herself to look like a normal Earthling. She accidentally bumps into Zane, and the two share a cutesy moment. When he leaves, Astronema sees that he had a picture of her. Flattered by this, she shoots an arrow in broad daylight, but it's okay because it's an invitation for a date. Ecliptor meanwhile decides to act upon himself and send down a monster. The Rangers go to deal with it, but it's too powerful, needing the help of you-know-who. Zane, meanwhile, is too busy getting ready for his date, and even tries to sneak past Alpha so he doesn't have to worry about helping. Of course he gets caught and is guilt-tripped into helping his friends to not die.
I love this guy. Man,
Let's rock it.
he'll be okay.
So he morphs on out, destroys the monster, and tries to make it to his date. Unfortunately, because of the attack, he was too late, and Astronema doesn't take rejection well, blasting at the flowers and telling Zane that nobody stands her up, and that she never wants to see him again. This is still depressing to this day. I feel so bad for Zane and even Astronema. Literally, this was their one chance to possibly end the evil reign in a peaceful manner. Zane even tells her that he wouldn't have been late if she didn't send down a monster, which she's confused about.
She didn't
Look,
send
I know
it.
it's a kid's show and I shouldn't think too deep about it, but like, why did he not go to Astronema first to say, hey, I'm gonna be late, you sent down a monster and my friends need help? It's not like she doesn't know he's a Power Ranger.
Yeah, it's
But
fine.
no, we
Almost
just
like
get a
people
depressed Zane
need
with
help
everyone-
and would get killed. I don't know.
That's
probably
crazy.
why you wouldn't go there.
That's a wild statement. You can't just say that.
I don't know. I don't know why he's
trying
confused about it.
to cheer him up. The episode does have a nice ending, though, with Astronema still keeping her picture of Zane, showing that she does still like him.
See, she has a picture of him too,
Oh,
in
why-
like
yeah, how
see.
does he have a picture?
Oh, that's
Did they
really
trade
creepy.
these?
Listen, that's why I said don't worry about it, okay? 'Cause she has one too.
Oh, they're both little
Zane's
freaks.
destiny.
Yeah.
The Rangers are exploring this planet that has some pretty unlivable weather. TJ, Carlos, Ashley, and
More chances
Cassie
of
get
voting
ambushed,
music,
however.
let's go.
They're told to put their hands up and get taken to a prison. There's a little colony
No.
of people living here, and the Rangers see that there's an infirmary full of people seemingly having coral grow on them. It's pretty shocking stuff, honestly. The man in charge of this little
Part
colony
of the
is
ship,
named
part of the
Quinwan,
crew.
and a general named Yatru. Quinwan, however, is more willing to hear them out. However, Yatru was a little bastard and plants a coral vial on them, throwing it against the wall as evidence to prove that the Rangers are responsible. They get locked away for now.
Oh, no.
Meanwhile, Andros and Zane are exploring the planet looking for the others. It's a really good episode. The Rangers don't even morph until like the last 5
Such good
minutes.
music.
We spent a lot of time with
Yeah.
them unmorphed and needing to navigate this place as prisoners of war. Yatru turns out to be evil, shocker, and covers
No
Quinwan and
way.
Coral, blaming it on the Rangers so everyone will turn on them. Andros and Zane show up to save the day, and Quinwan's second in command recognizes them. That's because this is actually a small resistance force from KO-35. Yatru releases the coral monster and the Rangers gotta fight. Zane, however, sets his eyes on Yatru. They have a really good fight, with Zane even slashing at him.
Super Soul Risers.
Jesus!
Whoa.
Yeah,
it's
just,
okay though,
just
because
a random dude, you know?
it turns out
is this
Yatru was
random
actually
dude holding his own?
Darkonda.
Because he's
okay,
Darkonda.
Okay.
Immediate answer.
Yeah.
All right, listen,
Disgu-
Zane didn't know that, so that was still a little fucked up.
No, listen, they're in war.
I guess, but he's like, I'm gonna kill this guy.
Yeah, they're in war. That's because in space is like that, you know?
All right, that's fair, I guess.
Just
Yeah,
wait
yeah.
until next season when it's Starship Troopers.
Oh, sure, of course. When they fight all the cool bug monsters.
Ruse, I'm not kidding.
Oh.
I'm
That's not
actually
very cool.
I'm actually not
Well,
kidding.
the bugs are the good guys, so why would they do that?
Because they get to reuse the outfits from Starship Troopers because it's on the Fox set.
Oh,
Okay, cool.
It's actually really cool. They have an even bigger budget in Lost Galaxy than they did in Space and get to do even more original stuff. It's really good.
Nice. He's
Hey, man,
about to get
I'm
the
down
upper
for
hand
peak.
when Quinoa
Yeah.
throws Zane his weapon, slashing at Darkonda and blowing him up once again. The episode ends with
Whoa.
Zane telling the other Rangers that he's gonna stay behind for now. He wants to help the rebel forces gain some strength and build up their army. It's a pretty sad moment, honestly. Andros just got his friend back and he's already leaving. But don't worry, Zane tells the Rangers they'll see him again, one day when they least expect it.
Part of the reason for
That
this.
sounds like a threat.
Oh yeah.
One day when you least expect it.
Exactly.
one day when you least expect it.
Luckily, this is not for like a
In the-
bad
In
reason.
the toilet.
Oh jeez. Okay, Octavio.
Whoa.
Luckily, this is not a for a bad reason. This is like in universe. He's just helping the rebels from KO-35 get like back on their feet and try and like resettle since he's from that planet. There's not like anything nefarious that happened behind the scenes. It's just Sentai
okay.
footage wise. They didn't have as much Silver Ranger footage to use because that 2 minute and 30-second timer thing that they had lasted longer in the Sentai than it did in Power Rangers. So
I was 100% just primed for you to say something heinous right after that. Like, yeah, in universe it was this, but in real life it's because like they hated him because
We're so used to it.
yeah,
I was waiting. I was conditioned.
that's why I'm saying, luckily, I still haven't told like the bad story yet, which we'll get to. But
Oh my
luckily,
God.
there isn't anything nearly as bad as that. Like I said, it's still fucked up, but it's not like, oh my god, fucked up, you know. So yeah.
Always a
Yeah,
chance.
I think.
Yes, we're finally here. It's my favorite episode. Yes.
This monster known as the
Alright.
Liz Wizard is able to swap places with anyone his
Why
type
is this your
touches.
favorite episode?
During a
You'll
fight,
find
Carlos
out.
is about to attack the monster, but he switches places
I'm
with
looking at the
Cassie,
tongue here.
having Carlos land a pretty
What do you think? I just like big tongues or something?
Hmm.
No. Play the episode.
serious hit on her.
Anyway.
He feels super guilty and can't shake the feeling that it's all his fault, despite Cassie saying it's not. Regardless, Carlos has this extreme feeling of guilt. Wiz Lizard then attacks Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus. Hey, what's up? Carlos sees this and is hesitant to help, mainly because he doesn't want to screw anything up again, but morphs on out anyway to fight the monster. His lack of confidence in himself is clearly affecting his skill, because the monster absolutely wipes the floor with him.
Bodies. Of
All hope seems lost. That is until he receives some unexpected help.
It was me. I helped him.
Adam. He lends a hand and completely
Cool.
whoops the
Yeah,
monster unmorphed.
it's my
probably
boy!
the best unmorphed fight scene in the season. He scares it off for now, and Carlos tells him that he's been feeling down. So Adam, being the nice guy he is, offers to train Carlos to get some confidence back. It's a nice scene
shit,
since we never
okay.
really got much Adam and Carlos stuff.
Yeah. Do you remember Adam?
Wasn't he from season 1?
Well, season 2, season 3, and then Zeo, and then Turbo. He's the one that was before Carlos. So he gave Carlos his powers.
Oh.
Was he? No, I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind.
He is Mighty Morphin Black, Green Zeo, and then Green Turbo. And it is Johnny Young Bosch who plays him. It's Ichigo, Nero, now Dante and Devil May Cry.
Oh, sorry, I
Lelouch.
forgot because he had like zero fucking presence in the time that he starred.
But-
Because like he just wasn't given anything to say or do.
But he is literally the star of this episode. Literally, like all of the, because he's, I think by this point has already started voicing as Vash the Stampede. So like he's got voice acting chops at this point. So
This
he's
is when he got his aura.
yeah, literally. So
Turbo, apart from the one soccer episode. We get a really fun training montage, but Carlos is still too frustrated and doesn't think he's worthy of being a Power Ranger.
No.
Alpha's worried, but Adam tells him that Carlos is going to need to choose his own
Yeah, this
path,
is an Adam
like any
episode,
Ranger needs
yeah.
to do. He comes off as such a wise and seasoned veteran. Finally, after years of this show's existence, Adam is doing something. He even pulls out his broken Mighty
Just
Morphin
said.
Morpher and wonders if this thing still works, with Alpha horrified, telling him that the power coins were destroyed, and that morphing could possibly destroy him. We immediately cut to Carlos, who's quitting the team. He doesn't want to make another mistake. He goes down to Earth to tell Adam that he's quit. However, Liz Wizard and the Quantron show up to cause trouble.
Holy shit.
They're clearly outnumbered and outpowered, leading Adam to make a dangerous decision.
No, Adam! It's too big of a risk!
It's morphin' time!
Much to the dismay of Alpha and Carlos. Adam morphs into the Black Mighty Morphin Power Ranger to save the day. He tells Carlos to leave and that he can handle it.
Cool.
Adam is actually able to hold his own, but only for a little bit. The powers are clearly weak and won't last. But Carlos then realizes what being a Power Ranger is all about, taking risks for the safety of everyone. So he jumps back in to save Adam. The other Rangers show up to bring Carlos back as Morpher.
I am only human, but I'm also the Black Ranger. Let's rock it!
With his confidence back, he almost hits Adam, but learns his lesson, and they destroy the monster. The episode ends with Adam telling Carlos he knew all along he'd make the right choice. This is such a great episode, and an amazing use of a veteran ranger. Up until now, I never viewed Adam as cool, but here, he so confidently whooped the monster, trained Carlos, gave him words of wisdom, held his own, and morphed into the Black Ranger without any hesitation, despite knowing it could destroy him. This really is what solidified Adam as the GOAT in my book.
Yeah!
The secret of the...
So, and that's why I always talk of Adam as like my favorite Ranger, is like that episode, and he returns later in the franchise as well, but like this is like why another reason why I love In Space, because they do episodes like this. And obviously Mega Ranger didn't do this. That was all Power Ranger stuff, you know?
But is Adam your favorite Ranger, or are you just is Adam's actor your favorite?
Yes.
Yeah, do you just like Johnny Young Bosch?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, fair
Both.
enough. I mean, listen, I appreciate the honesty.
Both. I mean, yeah, I've always really enjoyed Adam. He's always been my favorite Ranger. And this episode I think was just the culmination of that, and made me like, yeah, that's my GOAT right there. So
That is the one.
that is it.
I also like your GOAT.
Yeah.
Oh, you like goats? Cringe. No, I'm
Honestly.
sorry, that wasn't very nice.
Understandable.
What's up with this guy?
Goats are great.
I think we're gonna have to kill him, Joel.
They're very smart.
Can't kill me in any way that matters.
Oh.
Sorry. That was,
Ego
that was
death
very-
right now as punishment.
I'm immune to ego death. My ego's so massive.
Damn. Well, anyway.
Lock it. We start the episode not wasting any time, with
Well,
Andros
anyway.
and Darkonda having a fight. Andros demanding he tells him where his sister is, and Darkonda is just taunting him. Meanwhile, Ecliptor is watching all this from a distance. Andros gets the
Fucking
upper
Dark
hand on
Souls music.
Darkonda, but Ecliptor steps on a stick and distracts Andros, giving him time to disappear. Where we fade to Astronema, who's looking into her locket and tells Ecliptor that she feels like her brother is still out there. I think the dots are starting to connect here. She asks Ecliptor about her upbringing, and he tells her that her brother and parents were destroyed by the Power Rangers.
Luckily,
That's
like
crazy.
the show does not try and hide it. Like you are supposed to know from that same point that Ruse said it. Like you're supposed to connect it. They don't hide it, but it's supposed to lead up to this. Like, why have you lied to me my whole life? Like,
Dude,
what do you mean the
thank
Power Rangers
God
killed
they didn't pull a fucking Star Wars.
Can I ask you a question about her?
them? Hit me.
If she thinks the Power Rangers killed her parents, then how is she like, oh, Silver Ranger, you've got so much Rangers?
Oh, yeah.
How'd that work?
That's why it was such a conflicting like relationship
He
type
just
thing.
has so much riz.
Literally.
It's just undeniable.
Yeah.
So much Riz that you charmed the fucking child of somebody whose parent you killed.
Also, I think it's supposed to be implied like other
Even though they're
Rangers.
the same fucking age. So how does that?
Yeah, literally that. Because like if the Power Rangers killed her parents and brother, then how would they be the same age as her now? Type thing. So
That's a
I think
good
it's
question.
Power Rangers in general killed her parents type thing. Is the lie she is
The
being
concept
fed.
of Power Rangers killed my parents.
Exactly.
It happens all the time. Honestly, though, did she ask herself, did they deserve? Maybe your parents were bad people. The Power Rangers seem kind of cool. That's all.
You
I'm saying.
know, it could happen. It could happen.
And that Ecliptor is taking care of her since she was a little girl.
Yeah, so he's like her father.
It's here we start to
figure.
learn more about Ecliptor. He genuinely cares for Astronema like she's his
there's
own
a
daughter.
comic?
So this is actually a spin-off comic that is about
Oh,
their
okay.
relationship specifically, and it came out within the past like 5 years or so, and it is amazing because it
That's cool.
solidifies Ecliptor as the GOAT. He literally is her father figure. So
That's
Too bad he
cute.
kidnapped her.
Yeah,
it wasn't
that was
him.
pretty evil.
No, it wasn't him.
Oh, what's his name?
Darkonda kidnapped her, and then he was kind of put as in charge of making sure she turned evil, and instead kind of like adopted her as a daughter, kind of thing.
Still fucked up, but yeah.
It is, but he's of the people that could have raised her. It was him or Darkonda. I'd like
Darkonda every time.
No,
I'm
okay,
screaming.
hold on.
No, hold on. Darkonda could have taught her to be callous and deal with the problems of being an evil person. Clearly, this dude's instilled some sort of like morality in her, which is just kind of evil when you know that she's got to be a bad person.
Whoa,
Which is
that's
also weird
crazy.
in terms of him. So how the fuck did she have morality? Like, what was he teaching her?
Wait a minute.
Because remember how I explained that he very much has the knight/protector role with her? Because that's the type of person he is.
Yeah, well, he's on the wrong side of things with
Wow.
that fucking personality.
Huh. That's an
Yeah.
interesting statement, Joel. I wonder. Anyway,
Raised her
He's
to be evil,
foreshadowing
sure, but
again.
in a loving kind of way.
am I foreshadowing?
Boy,
Or am I just messing with you? Because I know you react like this.
So anyway, that's foreshadowing.
Anyway,
Heck, back in the episode where she was crushing on Zane, he brought her favorite dinner to try and cheer her up.
I know when something is troubling you. I practically raised you all by myself. Tell me what it is so I can help you.
Astronema snaps out of it though and attacks Earth.
Yeah.
It's a pretty devastating attack. Seeing all the rubble and fire feels more intense. Astronema sees a mother with her son and daughter trying to run away. She starts to feel something here. Guilt. And right when a Quantron attacks the family, it gets blasted. But by who?
You?
Darkonda lures out Andros for a fight. He planted a landmine and plans to trick him into stepping on it and blowing him up. Andros starts charging at Darkonda
That
after he
is so
continually
goofy.
taunts him, saying things like, "Your sister doesn't even know that you exist." But Ecliptor saves him.
Damn.
In an angry fit of confusion, though, Darkonda steps on the landmine and blows himself up.
literally gets deleted. I love this shot because there's like a single frame of him just not being there. You see how it's like he just disappears.
Oh, that's actually him teleporting out.
yeah.
That was his defense button.
Whoa,
He's
that's
fine.
crazy. Yeah.
He's good now. He's good.
Genuinely fucking funny as hell.
It is. But this is exactly what I was talking about. Dark Clipter just saved the Red Ranger.
Why?
There you go.
Blows
What a
himself up.
jerk.
Andros is
He hates
confused
the
as to
evil
what
team.
just happened, but Ecliptor doesn't explain, saying he saved him once and won't do it again. Andros returns to the team and has a fight with Astronema. During the fight, he hits the locket off her neck, but she doesn't have time to retrieve it. The Rangers destroy the monster and Andros returns back to the scene, finding the locket and realizing it matches his. He asks her where she got this, and Astronema says she's always had it. It's now hit Andros. Astronema is his sister. She thinks about this for a second
Oh, you
before
gotta keep the
angrily
Silver Ranger
leaving,
away from
not
her
wanting
then.
to accept it.
Yeah.
Andros, however, is dead set on believing Astronema is his sister and wants to turn her back into Corone. Astronema thinks twice. Ecliptor has had enough of Darkonda's shit, so the two get into a fight and Darkonda even tries to create Darkliptor again. But this time Ecliptor manages to break free, saying he's mentally stronger, even landing an epic anime
he's
sword
dope.
attack and destroying Darkonda. But it's here we learn that Darkonda has 9 lives, with only 5 remaining. Astronema has another talk with Ecliptor, wondering why he's lied to her this whole time. He says that he was programmed in a lab, built with every fiber of his being to be evil. But Astronema wasn't
I don't
built,
believe that.
but
Yeah.
born, and raised to be good. Ecliptor
If
cares
that is
for
the case,
Astronema.
then they did a bad job.
So the concept that the comic explores is that he was created to be evil, but by being exposed to like a child so helpless and like lost in the world that he developed humanity and grew alongside her. And that's why he is the way that he is.
I see.
Yeah. And
His
it's
heart grew 3 sizes that day.
literally it went from nothing
The
to
Grinch.
yeah.
he's running on Grinch rules. Holy
Yeah.
shit. That's cool, man. Give her a...
And doesn't want
I
to
hate
see her
it.
become good. He even warns her
Don't
that
mind. I think
Darkonda was
that's cool.
snitching to
Yeah.
Dark Spectre, saying that she now knows of her past and might betray them. To prove her loyalty, she sends down a monster to KO-35 to attack Andros while he's alone. His morpher gets knocked away and he's in serious danger. However, Astronema once again gets second thoughts, tossing Andros his morpher. They destroy the monster and later in the day receive a secret video message from Astronema, telling Andros to meet her on KO-35. Astronema is confused. She doesn't remember much of her
Man, the
childhood
music
or
picks are
what
so
to think.
good.
And Andros tells her that they always dreamed of being Power Rangers when they were kids. Andros returns to the ship, but he's not alone, much to everyone's disagreement. TJ kinda takes the role of leader here. Since Andros is clearly emotional in this situation and not thinking properly, TJ's the one acting logically, saying that Astronema can stay on board if she's detained. Not only that, but she has to tell everyone where Zordon is.
Because remember, they've been looking for Zordon this whole time. It wasn't just the sister plot. Every single planet they visited has been looking for Zordon.
I totally forgot about that. I'm not gonna lie.
It's because like the Corone Astronema plot is like the more forefront one, where the Zordon one is like, this is why we're going to every planet type thing.
I see.
Yeah.
She agrees to both, and the Rangers set course to Zordon. The Rangers' leap of faith. TJ kept to his word. Astronema is chained up until they arrive. Andros, though, uses this time to catch up and tell Astronema about their parents. It's a really nice moment between estranged brother and sister. The planet is under Dark Spectre surveillance, so the Rangers need to act like they were captured.
Robot, open a communication channel.
It wouldn't hurt her to say please, you know.
Please,
Robot.
Alpha.
Robot.
The weather conditions, however, are pretty bad and causes the ship to crash. When they go to check on Astronema, she's gone, coming to the conclusion that this must have been a trap all along. Regardless, the Rangers go out to explore the planet to see if Zordon is there. They get jumped by Darkonda and the Piranhatron, where they have strength in numbers. Astronema comes back, though, to help Andros and leads him to Zordon. Ecliptor shows up to stop them, but when Astronema begs Ecliptor to not hurt him, he lowers his sword. His love for Astronema trumps his mission, where Darkonda, that snake, hits Ecliptor with a sneak attack and knocks him out. Andros and Astronema make it to Zordon, but he's acting a little different.
I can't believe that you're still such a fool.
Huh?
This was a trap. Zordon isn't here, but Astronema also looks genuinely confused by this. Darkonda shows up with the captured Rangers, and Astronema says that this was all her plan the whole time. I don't even know what the truth is at this point. Dark Spectre commands Astronema to destroy the Rangers before he leaves, where we then learn Astronema's true alliance.
Oh.
If she
was
just
on their
killed him,
side
that'd be
all along,
insane.
and
Yeah.
seemingly thought Zordon was on this planet. Darkonda is extra pissed off now, but he gets blasted and destroyed once again
Wow,
by
that guy's
Ecliptor.
not-
he tells
disappeared
Astronema
again.
to leave
He
with the
did
Rangers
disappear for
now
one
so they can
frame.
get away while they
Yeah.
still can. Ecliptor
So Ecliptor stays back to make sure that she can get away and basically sacrifices himself. And this is him basically dead here on this stretcher because of that.
No, wow, Jesus.
Yeah, like he's like ripped apart, and we don't really get to see it in this shot, but like there's chunks of his armor like ripped out. It's like really visceral.
gets brought back to the Dark Fortress, where Dark Spectre says that him and Astronema's loyalty will never stray again. The episode ends with Astronema apologizing for everything, all the harm she's caused, and leading the Rangers astray with her double cross. She genuinely wants to be good now, saying she's never had a friend, but now she has 4 new ones.
Wow.
This Astronema 3-parter is genuinely so perfect. As a kid, I didn't really like it because I was dumb. There was a lot of talking and character development
Okay,
that I...
all right, bear with me. Ruin and then make better again.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna catch the make better again because I do gotta go to my meeting.
No!
I know.
He's leaving, guys.
It's the ultimate evil because I mean she just became cool and now she's gonna be lame, but then she's gonna be cool again. So I'm leaving pretending she stays cool.
Okay. That is the fair assumption.
Remember
Absolutely.
her that way.
Remember her as she was.
Remember
Not
her.
as what she
Remember
becomes.
as you wish her to be.
Yes.
All right, well, thank you so much for showing me more Power Rangers.
Yeah, of course.
I gotta say, Darkonda's the coolest character in the group.
I mean, I'm glad you like him. He's actually genuinely a dope character, and I'll fill you in more on what happens later.
Okay.
There's actually a lot of really good shit this season.
I told you guys.
This is better than the previous season by far. So that's nice.
Yeah, that's why I kept saying like we were so close to peak, and that's why I was like, come on guys, like we're almost there. Let me just push you through like the not great beginning where like it's there. Come on. You know.
Well, thank you for the invite. I will either catch the VOD or you can be like, hey man, here's the rundown.
Whichever you
Probably
prefer. Honestly, probably
Maybe a
both.
little both, a little column A, a little column B.
I got you.
All right,
I got
gamers.
you.
Have
Hey,
a good night. Bye.
Take care. Have a good meeting. Bye
Thank
bye.
you.
That fucking guy.
Oh, I miss him already. Oh my gosh. So what happens in Power Rangers
I
again?
don't.
Okay. What?
Video.
Octavio. Okay. You know what?
Yeah, fuck that guy.
You know
I'm here
what?
for Power Rangers.
You know what? I'm gonna let that slide because you're hot. Okay.
I tried my best.
You're goddamn right you do, baby.
Truly appreciate at the time. But now, I obviously love it. The actors do a great job showing serious emotion. The writing and dialogue is well paced, not rushing anything. I mean, look, I hate to sound like a fanboy, but it's perfect no matter how you look at it.
They nailed it.
So let's move on to Dark Specter's Revenge, Part 1. Andros is giving Astronema a tour of the ship. She also receives a brand new makeover. Wow, hi, I love you. Officially turning her into Corone. However, she's not the only one
not as
receiving
cool.
a makeover.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm really disappointed by that.
it's what she looks like as a human. You know.
Just took away all the sauce on that design.
Like I said to Ruse before he left. Bear with me. Have I steered you guys wrong yet, or has this been peak so far?
It's been pretty good.
Ruse, please stay with me, Ruse. I promise. Okay, it'll be okay.
What happened?
It'll be okay. I promise. Okay.
It's so disappointing.
Oh my god.
She looks like me now.
Honey Milk,
She's
stay with
so
us.
milk toast.
Honey Milk, stay with us. Ruse, stay with us.
all the
Octavio,
edge is
Joel,
gone.
stay with me. Okay, I promise you. Especially if you're a fan of Battlestar Galactica, you're gonna love what comes next.
Okay, I am.
Okay, you're in for it.
Officially turning her into Corone.
Action
However,
stations.
she's not the only one receiving a makeover, with Ecliptor pinned down and Darkonda about to do some work on him. Bulk, Skull, and Professor Phenomenus, meanwhile, are stargazing, where we get this line that always made me laugh as a kid.
What, Professor? An alien?
A UFO? No, I burned my tongue with the marshmallow.
But hey, they do see an asteroid heading for Earth. Dark Spectre sends a message to the Rangers, saying that if they don't give Corone back to the Dark Fortress, that he's programmed an asteroid, somehow, to hit the Earth and destroy it. The Rangers obviously refuse and go with Plan A, planting bombs all over the asteroid in hopes to blow it up, as well as using the mega vehicles to shoot at it. It's a really intense scene, fighting off some Quantrons as well. They detonate the bombs and it didn't work.
It's so cool too because like this is obviously because you can see the Quantrons are here. This is all American footage, but the plot with the meteor is Sentai. And they just, this is what I meant. Like this season really, really, really does well in the sense of let's take a Sentai plot and we'll take it literally just for the pieces we can use and then make it work with ours, but film everything else ourselves. And they just went for it and it works.
Not even a scratch. Corone then has a plan of her own to infiltrate the ship as Astronema and reprogram the asteroid herself. Andros is obviously very against this since he runs the risk of losing her again, but she says that there's no other choice. Corone sneaks on the Dark Fortress. She finds the computers but gets interrupted by Ecliptor. But this isn't the same Ecliptor we know. He's been reprogrammed to obey Dark Spectre, removing any and all empathetic feelings he had for Astronema. Ecliptor then grabs Corone by force and drags her away, losing her communication piece in the process. Her fate is currently unknown.
Ooh.
Professor Phenomenus then tells the Nasada commander that an asteroid is heading straight for Earth, and Bulk and Skull get the idea for the three of them to blast off into space to avoid it. Genius. Andros.
Listen, they're amazing, okay? Peak characters, all right? Peak.
Is clearly heartbroken by Corone, but TJ tells him that they have one last plan. The Megazords. So they summon everything they got. The Astro Megazord, the Delta Megazord, and the Mega Voyager. They all make a beeline to the asteroid, and use everything they got to try and push it off course. Part 2 kicks off with the Rangers being so close to the plan working, they just need a bit more power. And they get it, in the form of a new Zord?
Hey guys, I'm back! I knew you'd miss me eventually.
Zane is back,
there
baby.
You go!
And together, the four Zords actually push the asteroid off course.
He did actually come back.
He did! He's only been gone for I think it's 5 episodes he's gone for, or 6 episodes. So it's a pretty fast return, so.
Zane says that this is the Mega Winger, and the rebels built it as a thanks for his help. If they could just build a Zord, then what are they doing in hiding? Anyway, Deca tells Andros they got a lock on the Dark Fortress, where Zane is ecstatic to hear that Andros found his sister, but quickly gets told that she was Astronema this whole time. Andros plans to go to the Dark Fortress alone, but Zane says he'll join, because he says he has an interest in Astronema too. Andros and Zane find the Dark Fortress and sneak their way on, with Andros having a few questions.
You went out on a date with my sister? I didn't know she was your sister.
Zane broke the golden rule.
Just one date? It really wasn't anything.
The two ambush the Quantrons and steal their outfits. They
That's
find
cute.
her, but something's different. She's been brainwashed, using the same programming that was done on Ecliptor, stripping away any of her human emotions, programmed to be pure evil.
They Borged
See,
her.
she just keeps getting more sauce with better design.
That's what I was talking
back
about.
To Milk Toast.
No, she's this. This is her now. She's evil again.
I'll wait until she's good again.
Zane has to pull Andros away.
You're gonna be waiting a long while, Joel.
So they
Why
can
must
escape.
you
The two
spoil
fight through
everything?
hordes of Quantron and eventually
What are you
morph
talking
on
about?
out and
That's crazy.
escape. Where Zane has to tell everyone the bad news, that Corone is Astronema again. For some levity, we get our Bulk and Skull stuff, with the three of them landing back on Earth after their shuttle crashed. Astronema sends a monster after them, for some reason, and the Rangers gotta stop it, with the Mega Winger allowing its wings to attach to the Mega Voyager. And as a nice treat, Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus get to ride on the Galaxy Gliders back to Angel Grove. We see how ruthless this new evil Astronema is, instantly vaporizing Darkonda for annoying her. Andros then learns that Corone is
She could
currently
always
under
do
some
that?
kind of
Super
mechanical
evil.
I think the answer is yes, but like she didn't know or like was holding back because you know she's always good inside, but now that she's Borged, it's like, you know.
No, I don't.
She's Giga
Evil
Turbo
unlocked
evil
her
now.
powers.
Literally that. You know?
brainwashing. That Corone is still in there, but this device is repressing it, only allowing the evil programming to come through. Ending the episode. This two-parter is once again so good. Astronema's new personality is way more intense and threatening. She's no longer screaming like a brat or hamming it up.
Oh, yeah.
She speaks directly and cold.
It's very much like how I said Ecliptor spoke. Astronema is much more like, well, I'm going to destroy you now. Like, very...
They do a pretty good job with just making those kind of unsettling voice changes.
Exactly. It is very... like, she speaks like a robot. It's really unsettling.
Every word cuts you like a blade.
I am Astronema.
Oh, there we go.
Princess of Darkness. You're an outcast.
This mini arc has been perfect in every single way. But would you believe me if I told you that the best is still to come?
Yeah, we still have peak.
As in literally the next episode. Rangers Gone Psycho.
I totally forgot we haven't even hit this arc yet. This like next...
This is a whole arc?
This is like the next like 7 or 8 episodes. And I kid you not, this might be like the strongest 7 or 8 episodes of Power Rangers, period. After we just went through all of that. I totally forgot we immediately just get into this. So I hope you guys are ready.
Andros is obviously heartbroken. So to try and cheer him up, they all go down to Adele's. Yeah, I forgot this was a place too. The Rangers hear their communicators go off, but it turns out it was just the little girl's pager that has the same sound. Important plot point. Meanwhile, Cassie and Carlos see a news report that some imposter Power Rangers arrived on scene. However, these imposters aren't here to do good. Quite the opposite, actually. The real Power Rangers show up and immediately get into a fight, with the Rangers getting whooped and asking questions about who they are. They say that they're not Power Rangers and reveal their true identities.
We're the Psycho Rangers.
Oh,
that's so stupid.
Nice.
They've got really cool armor, but that's such a dumb name.
Thank you for adding in that last part. The Psycho Rangers are so cool.
I love them, and
they're proud of that.
I was gonna say I like Psycho in this case because it is so antithesis to Power Ranger, you know.
So silly, but I do like it.
I do like that they just didn't go with like we're the Dark Rangers.
Yeah,
we're the Evil Rangers.
So these are in Mega Ranger, and the evil organization in Mega Ranger is called Neji Regia. So these are the Neji Rangers, and it's like that's kind of you know. I think Psycho Rangers is way better than that personally.
This definitely fits, and it's really fucking cool, dude.
Yeah. So welcome to the Psycho Rangers.
Everything from their name,
mentally
costume
ill.
design, and attitude. They mean business the second they show up, getting a hold of the Rangers'
This is
heads and
Japanese footage,
absorbing
right?
all there is
Yes.
to know about them.
So nice.
Luckily, Zane shows up to blast at them and force a retreat. This new astronomer is already hard at work, creating the perfect evil team to rival the Power Rangers ever seen. Yeah, Lord Zed and Rita both made evil Rangers, but they were so pathetic in comparison. Having absorbed the
I wanna
Rangers'
hear what they
information,
sound like.
the Psycho
Oh, let me play it again.
It's like,
No,
I
it's
wanna hear.
it's better than that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
is
We're the Psycho Rangers. We're faster than you, smarter
Oh,
than
right,
you.
right.
Stronger than you. But we're evil.
I like
Thank
the
you.
metal echo.
Yeah. It adds really
Do we have,
nicely
like-
to it.
Do we have an example of them in like Japanese? I wanna hear it.
It's pretty similar. It's just them with like deeper voice, yeah.
Having absorbed the Rangers' information, the Psychos are
Use
sent back down to
Xbox
Earth
mics,
to
that's
locate
crazy.
them. Psycho Black hears the communicator go off and springs into action, only to realize it's just
evil.
some guy with that pager.
So, for context, they heard a random pager sound off miles away in the city and sprinted to this random dude and were like, "You're a Power Ranger," and tried to murder him. To give you context, how crazy they are. So,
Just on the pager.
yeah.
Damn.
Deca informs the Rangers that the Psychos are attacking random people on Earth. TJ contacts Zane to inform him. Unfortunately, though, the Psychos also catch this one, beating up Zane and taking him away. He's being held at some random house. When the Rangers show up, there's an invisible force field blocking their way. Morphing would alert the Psychos, so that's out of the question for now. Andros, though, gets an idea. The Psychos hear the communicator go off once again and track it down to the mega tank, where they blast at it and realize it's a decoy.
Let's rock it!
The Rangers then morph and destroy the force field. Unfortunately, the Psychos are fast, instantly catching up and having a fight. Zane, meanwhile, is able to Scooby-Doo out of the situation by dropping a vase and using the shards to cut him free. This is one of the most intense ass whoopings in Power Rangers history. They are left
body
beaten
them.
and battered at every corner, never standing a chance. But for some reason, Astronema teleports them away, leaving the Rangers within an inch of their life.
Literally, like, you can see the pieces of their suits, like, ripped apart with how badly they got bodied in that fight. And it is like, aside from the helmet crash earlier that we saw with the Blue Ranger, this is like, I think, the worst we've seen the Rangers lose. It is visceral.
It's here we learn Astronema's true plans. The Psycho Ranger's immense power comes from Dark Spectre. She wants the Psychos to destroy the Rangers, but slowly, so she can drain Dark Spectre to nothing.
You want to destroy the Rangers and Dark Spectre?
There's only room for one evil monarch, and that will be me.
Maybe Dark Spectre should have just left her alone. Carlos on call. Carlos runs into his teacher at the surf spot with her daughter, Sylvie, who instantly gets a liking to Carlos. He gets summoned away for ranger duty and decides to go into the photo booth to morph, where Sylvie finds it and learns that he's the Black Ranger. Later on, Carlos gets an email saying someone knows who he is, and when he finds out it's Sylvie, along with photo proof, he feels pretty dumb. And rightfully so. What, did you put $1 in the photo booth before morphing?
Yeah.
She basically forces Carlos to hang out with her all day. We get a fun montage showing all the fun they're having. After a long few
I hate Mary
days, Sylvie
Grunt.
says she just has
I'm not a big
one
fan
final
either.
request, and she'll give
Sound Hill
Carlos
3
the
ruined
picture.
them for me.
She wants a rock from the moon. Seems like a pretty simple request, given Carlos is a space ranger, but for some reason, this is what sends him off the edge, and he goes off on Sylvie.
You're spoiled rotten, you know that? Do you think I have nothing else to do than to haul you around and have fun?
Jeez. Well, at least
Oh.
Sylvie can hang out with her brother instead.
How's her brother? He died a couple of months ago.
Oh.
Yeah, they...
Gee, fuck you, man.
Yeah, it's one of the only times they say die, too, because normally they say destroyed or was lost or is gone.
Defeat.
Yeah, he's just dead. Yeah.
Yeah, Carlos learns that Sylvie's family is new in town, hence why she doesn't have any friends. And on top of that, her brother died from an unknown illness. The doctor tells Carlos that Sylvie and her brother both wanted to be astronauts when they grew up. Yikes. I bet someone feels like a dick now. We see Sylvie at her brother's grave, saying she's gonna be the best astronaut ever. That is until a monster shows up and the Rangers save her. They blow up the monster, but the Psychos also show up to take Sylvie hostage.
Oh.
The Psychos show up at the last 5 minutes of the episode, I guess so we wouldn't forget that they're here. The episode ends, of course, with Carlos bringing Sylvie a rock from the moon. She apologizes for blackmailing him in the first place. And the episode ends with Carlos and Sylvie still being friends, even taking her into space. Without a helmet. Yeah, she's definitely dead.
Yeah, so this is what I was talking about. Where they kind of just
Holy crap.
Yeah, they just kind of forget.
He killed her.
Yeah, she's dead. Yeah.
A rift in the Rangers. Cassie and
There's
Ashley
wind
get
and
into a
everything,
fight.
too.
Yeah.
Oh boy, it's one of these episodes. Cassie
In
is cleaning
space,
and
air in
Ashley
space,
is making
wind in
weapons,
space.
so they argue about laziness and all that. Meanwhile, the yellow and pink Psycho Rangers are strengthened.
I actually genuinely love this. You see,
So they argue about
Ashley like
laziness and all.
points to the table and she's like getting angry. The thing is, Cassie's like, man, can't you just eat any like neater? Like you're leaving crumbs all over the place. Ashley's like, we eat. It gets dirty. We clean. That's what happens. Like they're screaming at each other.
That. Meanwhile, the yellow and pink Psycho Rangers
That's
are
such a
strengthening their
college
bonds.
kid.
Psycho
Yeah.
Yellow says they need to go out on their own to truly destroy the Rangers. Back on the ship, TJ has to play counselor, doing the whole, you guys are besties, you shouldn't be arguing. They have so much in common, like, they're both the girls. Psycho Pink then attacks the city, with the Rangers coming down to fight.
Damn.
Psycho Yellow takes on the appearance of an old woman and captures Ashley, dragging her through the earth to an unknown location. Psycho Pink is confused though because she was
fucking
told they'd be taking
horrifying.
Cassie.
Yup.
So those two also get into a fight. Using this conflict to her advantage, Ashley tries to escape, where Cassie then realizes their argument was stupid and wishes they never had it. The chase scene that follows is really good. Ashley is completely helpless, even seemingly getting blown up in the process by Psycho Pink. Psycho Yellow doesn't think anyone could have survived that explosion, so she leaves.
It's very much like, you know how we talked about the monster stalking the Rangers in that one episode, that it felt very horror.
Yeah.
That is what this episode feels like too, because the majority of the episode follows, you know, Ashley as she's being stalked by the two Psycho Rangers. So it's intense. The music is very like foreboding, and you're always like at the top of your adrenaline, hoping that she's okay. So
Just the fucking scene of them getting like sucked down into the earth is fucking terrifying.
yeah, and that's just a fraction of what the Psycho Rangers can do. They're always that level of scary. So no other villain created Ranger has ever reached the peak the Psychos were. That's what I was telling them. That's why we're enjoying it now. Thank you.
Ashley, of course, does survive with Psycho Pink hot on her tail.
Thank you guys for the
But the
supers. I
Rangers manage
appreciate
to
it.
find
Thank you so
Ashley
much.
and Cassie rescues her, both saying they're sorry and using the power of friendship to lay the smackdown on Psycho Pink and actually destroy her. At least, that's what it seems like at first, because I guess after destroying the Psychos, their true forms get revealed. These disgusting monsters. Anyway, bring in the Mega Voyager. They summon the Zords and fire the Mega V3 missile. And for real this time, they actually managed to destroy a Psycho Ranger. It's played up as a massive victory too. Picking them off one at a time might be their only way to victory. 5 of a kind. Dark Spectre is finally
Love this
realizing that
episode, too.
someone is draining his powers, demanding Astronema finds the culprit. Don't worry, she's totally on the case. The Rangers meanwhile are trying to form a new strategy to fight the Psychos, where TJ has a pretty good idea. Since the Psychos analyzed their specific Rangers' fighting styles, there's no way they can take them on head to head. But if they were to mix things up, they might have the advantage.
So something funny, just as a behind the scenes thing. You see how the Psycho Rangers suits look like this as the figures?
Yeah.
These were made like on the day. These are Batman figures from the movie Batman and Robin. That was airing at the time.
That are like reused?
Yeah, they literally
Wait, they
went to
can
a
just
local
do that?
Yeah, they went to a local toy store and they were like, these fit what we need them to do. We're just gonna make them into Psycho Rangers. And that's what they did.
I love how props are made, man. It's always super interesting in
Yeah.
what people do.
I figured you guys would get a kick out of that. But yeah, you can kind of see it. Like that's why the cowl look kind of like spikes up like Batman's cowl.
You're right.
Yeah.
Advantage. Right on cue, the Psychos head to Earth, and the Rangers
Top
give
part is the
TJ's
best,
strategy
yeah.
a shot. with the Rangers fighting a different colored Psycho. It goes well at first, until the Psycho Rangers wisen up and get back to their specific Ranger. Astronema is forced to teleport the Psychos away when Dark Spectre starts feeling his power being drained, with them getting more and more sick of it, just wanting to destroy the Rangers. TJ though suffered a pretty big blow in the fight. This is like the second time TJ has had a head injury. These helmets need more padding.
Yeah, I mean, in the Sentai, Blue just gets the shit beat out of him all the time for some reason. He is like the victim ranger in the Sentai.
The victim.
Don't call him a
ranger.
victim ranger.
He's in the hospital like every like third episode, and he's the one that had the helmet cracked open, you know?
Cassie goes to check on him, but he's busy reviewing the footage, looking for a weakness. During this, though, the TV has a little hiccup and loses the color, which gives TJ his new brilliant plan. With all of the Rangers now being blue, this drives the blue Psycho Ranger crazy, going through all of them until finding TJ. Psycho Yellow is the only one who doesn't bite. The Rangers actually have the advantage here. That is until lightning strikes everyone, and someone makes an appearance.
Who's that? Yes.
Another Psycho Ranger, Psycho Silver. He attacks the Rangers and asserts his dominance. Psycho Blue being so frustrated at this point that he attacks Psycho Red and Black, telling them to leave and that he's gonna handle everything, which they're more than happy to oblige to. There's only one Blue Ranger left standing, and right before Psycho Blue can attack, TJ jumps off Psycho Silver's shoulders and lands an attack. But wait.
You're no Psycho Ranger!
You're right.
That's right,
How do
baby.
they just have access
Psycho
to the armor?
Zane makes his...
They just made it. What do you mean?
Man, fuck you.
It's just a suit. They didn't even bother to check. They were just in the midst of battle. They're like, oh yeah, another Psycho Ranger, great. Surprise, bitch.
At least make it look slightly bad. That way they whatever. Man,
nah,
fuck you.
man,
How is
this
anyone supposed
suit
to
looks
guess that?
awesome.
How is anyone gonna guess that in the story?
They're
Fuck
not,
off.
You know? Yeah, he customized a bat suit. There you go.
Debut. I wonder how well this is gonna go for the Blue Psycho Ranger. Yep, Psycho Blue then turns into his big blue monster and has ice powers now. But the Rangers turn up the heat, literally, and blast him away. Even with only 3 Psycho Rangers left, the episode ends with Andros and TJ talking about how difficult this has been. Andros saying they've barely escaped with their own lives to take down the first 2, with TJ adding that he feels like the other 3 are gonna be even tougher. Silence is golden. The Psycho Rangers are downloading the Rangers' voices, so as to not allow for any more tricks. After that, they take on human forms and roam around the mall, hoping to find a Ranger. And may I just add, Psycho Yellow. That's it. Ashley is using the
cool thing about these actors too. These are the actors that voice them as well, so they get to have some on-screen footage here.
I don't see why they wouldn't use the actors that voiced them in the first place, right?
You'd be surprised.
I know, people are stupid.
So this is where I can kind of talk about something behind the scenes that was scary, not well handled. If you remember how I talked about in the earlier seasons where Haim Saban very much said, like, no one cares about the actors, it's only the suits and the helmets that sell the toys and things like that.
Yeah. So
unfortunately, that attitude was very much kept during In Space. And the Rangers, the cast, were told that on multiple occasions. But they also weren't privy to like upcoming script ideas. So all of a sudden, these new actors that kind of looked similar to specific Ranger roles and were wearing colors like them showed up on set. And none of them were told why. So all of the Rangers thought they were getting replaced. And they didn't tell them until they started filming Psycho.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. It is.
Why?
Because that's just what it was.
Just because?
Yeah.
Because?
Genuinely, that'd be fucking horrifying to think about.
Yep. So, yeah, they got Psycho.
They absolutely would just replace people.
Yeah. It is, that is the one bad thing that I wanted to talk about from this season, was that instance. So, like I said, not nearly as bad as other seasons, but is the small bad thing from this one. So, yeah. Also, I agree. Silver is such a good look for Psycho, even though it's fake. It was a banger.
the Ranger. And may I just add, Psycho Yellow. That's it. Ashley is using the payphone. What's that? And the Psychos attack. However, when they arrive, she's already gone. Ashley witnesses this though and heads back to the ship to inform everyone. Cassie, however, is still on Earth, so they page her. What's that? And tell her on the phone that she can't speak and needs to get out of there ASAP. What follows is a really tense scene.
Remember when I mentioned
to
horror?
navigate out of the mall without talking. She bumps into someone and gives them a flower instead of saying sorry. She does the white person head nod that translates to thank you. All is going well until a baby carriage starts rolling down the stairs. There's not enough time to run up herself, but if she says something, the Psychos will swarm to her. But as the carriage rolls closer to the edge...
Jesus.
Yeah.
The Psychos immediately start looking for Cassie.
That was
They
insane.
corner her, but she still doesn't speak.
She is actually a voice actor now as well. She's
After that scream, she deserves it.
If you played Resident Evil 5, she's the voice of Jill.
I have not.
Yeah, well, there you go.
Not confirming whether or not she's the Pink Ranger.
Also, I believe
And
she's a
then to break all
paramedic
the
as
tension
well.
this episode perfectly
What
built
the
up,
fuck?
Yeah.
Zane shows up in a clown costume to distract the Psychos. He leaves and plays a voice recording of
Metal Gear
Cassie as
Solid.
bait, which they fall for and
Oh,
chase after
EMT,
Zane,
thank you.
with the rest of the team showing up later, much to Cassie's relief. The Rangers decide this is going to be their final encounter, taunting the Rangers and having that anime moment where they shout things.
All right, guys, let's bring it together. Power Rangers, power up!
They then have a really solid fight, with the Rangers' numbers seemingly being too much, finally having the advantage without any chicanery. And with their final attacks...
But I'm not done yet. Super Silverizer!
The Rangers defeat the Psychos. They turn into their monster forms and grow. The Rangers summon the Mega Voyager, but they're outnumbered. Hey, that's not fair. Luckily though, Zane shows up with a Mega Winger and summons the Delta Megazord. This was the #1 coolest thing when I was a kid. All of the Zords doing their finishing attacks and blowing up the Psychos. Before they can celebrate though, Psycho Black uses his tentacle to grab the Mega Voyager. Not only that, but Psycho Red and Yellow also survived, throwing Zane and the Delta Megazord on the floor. The Psychos open up a portal to drag the Megazord away. They use all available power to try and break free, but it's not enough. Carlos saying they need to ditch the Zord to survive. Andros is incredibly against this plan, however, refusing to abandon ship. So, with no other choice, Carlos knocks out Andros and they all flee. The Mega Voyager being taken away and the Psychos retreating.
So, behind the scenes, or like contextually, I believe story-wise they were trying to be like, this is the last thing that like Zordon left us. We can't like let them take it away like that easily. And everyone else is like, Zordon would understand, like we have to like save ourselves to, you know, save the planet and everything like that. But Andros is like really not wanting to leave. In Sentai, there's actually a really good reason for this. The Mega Voyager, like Megazord, it's like there's a mini arc that happens with it in the Sentai where an engineer creates it and is like killed in the process of creating it. So it's like his magnum opus to get it to the Rangers. And he's like, I can't, like, I promised him like we would like save the world. I promised him we would use this. And he's like watching it as it gets taken away. And everyone's like, we have to go. Like, we have to go. And it's, man, it just seeing the suit acting there is just, ooh. Yeah. But yeah, context.
Astronema asks if the
sad,
Zord is
man.
hidden,
Yeah.
with the Psychos proclaiming the Rangers are easily gonna find it. But maybe that's exactly what she wants. The enemy within. Just as predicted, the Rangers find the Mega Voyager on a distant planet, with Zane being the only one cautious about how easily they found it. Psycho Red has pretty much snapped, becoming completely obsessed with nothing else but destroying the Red Ranger, and he's not
Well,
gonna
he's
let
gone.
anyone stand in his
Psycho.
way anymore. The Rangers make it to the planet, with Zane and the Delta Megazord making a grand entrance, while the Rangers sneak around to board the Mega Vehicles and create the Mega Voyager. This is where Astronema's plan comes together. Psycho Yellow has infected the Megazord, like a computer virus, and has taken full control of it, attacking the Mega Winger and the Delta Megazord, chaining them up against a mountain. All is going well for the Psychos, until Psycho Red realizes the Red Ranger is nearby.
Yep.
Ecliptor teleports him away for not sticking to the plan. This is where Psycho Red completely loses it, attacking Ecliptor, yelling at the Psychos, and teleporting Andros to the ground so they can have their one-on-one fight. It goes as well as you'd expect, until Alpha shows up with the Astro Megazord.
Alpha the
blasting
goat!
at Psycho Red and allowing Andros to hop aboard. He decides that in order to remove the virus, he needs to slash at the Mega Voyager really hard. I mean, hey, it's better than no plan.
Yeah.
While doing this, Psycho Red tries to interfere, and when Psycho Black stops him, he once again loses his temper. Now, also attacking the Psychos, even hitting the Mega Voyager so hard it ejects Psycho Yellow, putting the Megazord back in control of the Rangers. What follows is pretty much the coolest thing of my entire childhood.
4 Megazords.
All of the Megazords on screen at once fighting the Psycho Rangers. Like, I really don't have much to add here apart from, whoa, this is cool. So yeah.
Yeah.
This is cool. The Rangers decide the only way to defeat the Psychos is to absorb their big blast and launch it back at them. The Zords take a lot of damage in the process, but eventually manage to throw the blast back at them via the Mega V3 missile. And
They're gone! The Psycho Rangers are history!
yeah, for real this time. The episode ends with Astronema telling Dark Spectre
I can never
that
tell if
she
it actually
personally
is.
defeated them
We'll
when
find
she
out.
found out they were stealing his power. She's upset she couldn't destroy Dark Spectre, and when Elgar asks what side she's on, she confidently says she's on her side. We see the Rangers finally having a moment of peace, not needing to worry about those pesky, oh my god, it's Psycho Red! Kick his ass!
I was just kidding.
You know, Zane, this is the
What
second
the
time
fuck,
you're
man?
joking.
He literally put on a fake Psycho Red suit to fuck with Andros.
What was he
Jesus
expecting?
Christ.
Listen,
Why would he do that?
because he's a lovable douchebag, remember?
Some bad timing. Andros flips Zane, and the episode ends.
Deserved.
Upon rewatching the Psycho Ranger arc, yep, still holds up. I was quoting these episodes line per line while I was watching. I watched this all the time when I was a kid. The Psycho Rangers are
good,
still
man.
probably the best villains in Power Rangers in my opinion. They were created solely to destroy the Power Rangers to an
they really
obsessive
were
degree.
cool.
So I talked about this briefly. So this is a comic shot. It's from the Power Rangers in Space prequel comic that then leads into kind of a sequel comic. But it also, there's some weird timey-wimey bullshit of the Psycho Rangers were not the first time the Psycho Rangers were made, and the first Psycho Ranger is actually Psycho Green. But since Power Rangers in Space didn't have a Psycho Green because there's no Green Ranger for in space, they just kept it out of the show, obviously. But in the comic, Psycho Green solos Zordon's first Rangers and kills 2 of them.
Damn.
And permanently like disables one of them.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah,
What the hell is this
like
guy's deal?
What? I was really sad because one of the Rangers he kills is the first male Pink Ranger, and they're fighting in space, and he breaks open his helmet so he suffocates in the vacuum of space.
Excuse me?
Yeah, it's
Are the comics always like this?
Yeah, they're way darker.
Big change.
Yeah, they're way darker. But the Rangers aren't ready. Like it's Power Rangers 1969, and it's like I think at the height of a wartime in America. But Zordon's like, I'll just take people that are around the world and able-bodied adults, and like none of them know how to work together. And their first fight is against a Psycho Ranger, and they just get eviscerated. So
They really are psychos. Fuck, it does live up to the name.
yeah. So.
I apologize for laughing about their name.
It's crazy.
Wasn't familiar with your game.
Yeah, someone has to like sacrifice themselves to take out Psycho Green. That's what it was.
No Power
Oh, it's
Rangers
the Cold War. Thank you.
loves to do the whole, you need teamwork, kids, that's #1 message. But this arc actually managed to convey that message in a fun and not preachy or cheesy way. All of the Psycho Rangers' demise came from simply being too obsessive, attacking their own teammates and thinking they could do the
going
job
psycho.
all by themselves.
Whoa.
They easily could have been portrayed as over-the-top, wacky villains who just want to destroy the Power Rangers, but they were written and voiced to perfection. They
Yeah, exactly,
seriously come
Joe.
off like insane stalkers who only think about the Power Rangers. They salivate at the thought of what they're gonna do when they get their hands on them. Psycho Yellow definitely stood out as the smartest of the group, not falling for tricks, being the most deceptive and coming off as the most level-headed. I wish we
Yeah.
got to have a solo episode with her. Psycho Black also falls into that category, not so much deceptive or smart, but just level-headed as the real leader. Psycho Pink, Blue, and Red all have the same downfalls.
Yeah, a lot of
Too
Rangers die in the
obsessed for their
comics
own
pretty
good.
often.
This also being Astronema's first plan
Thank you for
as
the
this new
super.
and improved Queen of Evil really cemented her as a force to be reckoned with an evilness not seen since the likes of early Lord Zed.
Yeah,
I'm
and this is
pretty
like-
sure all of these episodes were just lifted from Mega Ranger.
They were, but the fact that they spun it into like Astronema's like not first plot, but like first big plot was evil Rangers while also harnessing the power of our big bad so that I can take control is like such an upgrade for her as a villain. And it just goes crazy to show how much better she is upgraded with like the Borg, you know?
Don't call it that.
That's usually what people refer it to as. It's like what happened to Astronema? She got Borged.
This is so Kingdom Hearts coded.
It is.
Just wait until next season.
Got bored.
Yeah.
Nord.
Like
God,
plot
fuck.
point,
Yeah,
plot
Norded.
point, but I don't care.
Aqua got Norded.
Aqua got Norded. What? Those are what words? Are those are words. What do you use words? She got Norded.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you ever wanted to possibly get someone interested in Power Rangers, I'd always recommend showing them the Psycho Ranger arc.
Yeah, it's a fantastic
Every
arc.
episode is played straight and serious with tons of drama and action. A lot of modern Power Rangers nostalgia relies only on Mighty Morphin, which honestly sucks. There
Yeah.
are so many times I would have loved to see a Psycho Ranger return. Whew, alright, that was a lot of story we went through. Where do we go from here? Andros and the Stowaway.
A lot of other
While
just
exploring
random
a planet looking
plots.
for Zordon,
Still
Andros
looking for
notices
Zordon,
this
though.
cute little creature, while this bigger and much less cute monster says that it's his servant. Andros whoops him and tells the little guy he's safe for now, but he's clearly taken a liking to
These
Andros.
are vile.
He even manages to sneak aboard the Astro Mega
I'm
ship,
sorry,
but
man,
they
that's
can't return him
disgusting.
to his home planet yet since they need to refuel. Ashley gives him the name Seymour because he clearly stowed away to see more
I'd like to
of the
see
universe.
less.
Seymour.
Damn, Joel. Okay.
It's just it's
That's
vile looking.
crazy. Oh my goodness gracious.
I would not adopt that thing.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy. Wait, one
I don't know what
second.
you want from me, man. Oh god.
Listen, I'll take your word for it. I'll take your word for it.
Seymour also has a pretty big appetite, eating everything in
Thank you,
sight.
mods.
After a bad case of indigestion, we see he grew to a massive size, now also being able to talk. That monster from earlier named Jackarak returns, causing havoc on Earth until he finds Seymour. Andros
Oh, yeah, he,
being
like,
most
petrifies
upset,
people.
and when Seymour sees this on the TV, he feels guilty. So he leaves the ship as to not be a bother. Andros finds him and the two share a cute moment, as well as a cookie. Andros promises
Gotta love
Seymour
cookies,
that
you
he
know?
won't let anything bad happen to him.
Don't you know you shouldn't make promises you can't keep?
I like how his face is lopsided a little.
The monster?
Yeah, yeah.
You're just a little bit right.
More right leaning, yeah.
A really big fight then breaks out, Jackarak even managing to fuse Seymour into his body. Andros tells Seymour he's not weak anymore. He's big and strong and knows he can break free from this prison.
Yeah.
Which he actually does. Jackarak gets the upper hand on Andros, and Seymour once again takes a stand, even blasting him with his antenna. However, Jackarak fires back with a blast of his own, seriously injuring Seymour and taunting the Rangers, leading to probably Andros' most ass-kicking moment.
Yeah? We'll see who's the first to go down.
There is a Megazord fight, but they only
Superman punch him?
Yeah, I was going to say, I guess we didn't talk about this. And I can also say, hey, welcome in Raiders on the YouTube side. Thank you, Nelly, for the raid and redirect. I guess I should say the proper YouTube vernacular. Thank you so much. Welcome in, Raiders. My name's Roy Chiato, like a macchiato. We are reacting to Power Rangers in Space. We've got my friends here, Octavio. And Boys on May, Joel. Joel?
That was it.
Oh, I didn't hear what you said.
Oh. Bah.
Oh, perfect. So,
yeah.
we didn't get to talk about it too much. There's this. Because it hasn't been like super relevant, but this is like the best close-up shot that we're going to get. And this is the Battleizer. It's got 3 different buttons, 1 for a super punch, 2 for a super chop, and then 3 has not been pressed yet. But it actually was introduced when they got the Delta Mega Ship, the Megazord with the gun hands. And it's just like a power-up bracer for the Red Ranger specifically. Yeah.
So it just is a power punch.
Basically, yeah. Power punch and a power chop.
The Superman fucking angle here.
There is a Megazord fight, but the only thing of note is when Andros dedicates their kill
Chop
to
do,
Seymour.
like,
He's all
sharp
like,
damage?
"This is for you, Seymour."
And then
return
murders him. Absolutely. Hey, thank you again, Nelly. Take care.
Or back home, and the Rangers feel bad about leaving him all alone. But it turns out he has a girlfriend. It's honestly a really emotional episode. I love Seymour.
Literally,
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's
what? Okay.
It's actually darker in the Sentai because it dies in the Sentai. So yeah, it is. It's really messed up. It's really sad.
Whatever. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And his childlike innocence really makes you root for him. Heck, we've literally grown up with him. In the Sentai version, all of this plays out pretty much the same, the only difference being that in Mega Ranger, Seymour actually dies.
Makes
I
more
prefer
sense
the
to me.
girlfriend ending.
Yeah.
I gotta go now.
Mission to Secret City Part 1. The episode opens up with the Rangers tracking an energy source. When they arrive though, nothing's seemingly there. But what they can't see are the ghosts of the Psycho Rangers, vowing their revenge no matter what.
These bitches got
During a day
trauma,
out
dude.
at the mall,
Yeah, they're so obsessed. This is what I was talking about before.
the Rangers and even Sylvie are hanging out,
Actually fucking
including this
insane.
cute
Yeah.
moment between Andros and Ashley, where Andros doesn't know how to use chopsticks. Hey, don't feel bad. I'm from Earth and can still barely use them. A monster named Vaxsacker then shows up,
It's not
teleporting
hard, come
people
on.
away.
No.
Even Bulk and Skull make another appearance, fearlessly standing up to the monster. But it's with a toaster. Oops. Andros, Carlos, and Sylvie get caught in the ray, being teleported to the secret city. When they try to morph, they can't. Andros even getting his battleizer knocked away during the fight with the Quantrons, with Sylvie finding it. The rest of the Rangers locate the secret city. They need to get in and destroy the antenna that's creating a force field, allowing the Rangers to morph inside. It's a really good unmorph sequence. They purposefully get captured and then need to essentially play spy, sneaking around and using blasters and GPS technology to locate the antenna.
And this is what I was talking about again.
They have blasters.
Because they brought them from the ship.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why they had the backpacks.
Were they always on the ship? What do
So-
I never remember seeing blasters?
So, Power Rangers arsenals are always a little like they're there when you need them kind of thing. So, how I always pictured is, yeah, it can basically they morphed, took the blasters, and were like, all right, we're gonna need to bring these with us. Unmorphed, kept the blasters out, kind of thing. So,
Okay.
yeah, that's it.
Dude, useful, huh?
Yeah. But also, funny enough, we actually see that in later seasons. They start doing that a lot more, where they're like, yes, I have my blaster on me, even if I'm not morphed. That way I can fight more, like, out of suit. Which is really good in later seasons. But, again, for these episodes, I wanted to talk about how, again, you see that kind of, like, difference in filming style and the story that they're telling, because instead of it being, typical Power Rangers episode, it's more like a spy escape type episode. They really frame it like these Rangers are undercover and a really dangerous mission.
It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's nice to see the Rangers being more resourceful when unmorphed, apart from just karate, of course. Meanwhile, Carlos returns the battleizer to Andros, saying Sylvie found it. But she's grown now and won't blackmail him. He mentions number 1 and 2 on the battleizer should be enough to get them out. When Sylvie and Carlos ask about number 3, though, he's hesitant, saying he's never done it and it could be too much power to handle. They break free from their cuffs and continue the fight. Meanwhile, TJ, Cassie, and Ashley are doing some fun reconnaissance, sneaking around and planting bombs. Good stuff. Andros and Carlos run into Vaxsacker. Andros tries that flying punch, but it doesn't go too well. He lands next to Sylvie, who's hiding in the bushes, where she pushes number 3 on the battleizer.
What the fuck?
Whoa! Is this the first time this has been pushed?
Yep. So, welcome to an original American creation that ended up inspiring Super Sentai as well.
They needed the abs.
Yeah, absolutely. Because superheroes in the 90s were very much like this. I mean, look at Batman, like the live action Batman suits.
Fucking skin tight suit with abs
Yep.
is what they all were.
So Power Rangers introduced the idea of a battleizer. In Mega Ranger, the third button is just it fires a laser. But the brace in Mega Ranger is called the Battle Riser. So it was actually a translation error that they called it the Battleizer. So they just named it that and then it stuck. And this is the first season we get one of these. But essentially from here on out, some of the Power Ranger seasons will have a Battleizer, which is like a super powered mode. Think of it like going Super Saiyan or
a dragon install.
Yeah, exactly. Basically. So you're going to see lots of stuff like this moving forward where Rangers get power up forms. So yeah, definitely beats the rollerblades. We don't talk about the rollerblades, okay?
It turns out number 3 is actually a super secret weapon he's had the whole time.
Real quick.
What happened?
I gotta use a little doll's room real quick.
Take your time.
Little doll's room.
Octavio.
Yeah.
Hi. Hi.
I was eating earlier.
What'd you have?
So I'm good. I don't know how to explain it to you. It's like rice and
I like rice.
A sour boiled pork.
Okay.
With soup, spinach.
Okay. What?
Yeah.
Why is that hard to explain?
I don't know, because the term is sinigang.
Okay.
Have you ever heard that before?
I have not.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe it, sinigang.
Listen, I might be white, but I'm not that white, okay? All right.
It's made from cut of pork, tomato, string beans, spinach, and tamarind.
Ooh. That does sound pretty good.
It's really good.
Yeah. I'm down for that. I actually just made rice earlier before the stream started. But I didn't have a chance to have it because it was still cooking when I was starting stream.
You need to teach me how to work out.
Yeah?
I'm starting my gym membership like this month.
Oh my gosh, I would love to. Yeah, we should definitely talk about working out more.
Give me like beginner advice, like complete beginner from sedentary lifestyle to start moving.
So, first of all, the number one thing I'm going to say is avoid ego lifting is what we call it. Know that you
Should
are
I even start lifting immediately?
So yeah, there are weights that you can lift right away. I am always a proponent of weight training because I think in order to lose weight or to tone, you need muscle. Having muscle is the best way to lose weight. Obviously, diet is also very important. You need to make sure you're getting enough protein, but building muscle will help you lose fat, which is probably the ultimate goal, I would imagine. Or just building muscle to look better, which is also great. Yeah, so...
Is there like an exercise or something for me to live longer?
I'm back.
I think just exercising in general. Welcome back, Joel.
I think I can watch a little bit more, and then I really got to exercise.
We are kind of close. There's 17 minutes left of the video.
That's like 30, 40 minutes.
Yeah. We got this. We got this, Joel.
2020.
So, but yeah.
We really need to exercise, man.
We got it, I promise. And Octavio, we can talk more about exercising later, I promise. If you need any advice, tips, things like that, I got you. Same with you, Joel.
Yeah.
All right, back to the Battleizer.
Becoming the Red Battleized Ranger. He's got these muscles, wings, missiles. He's like an action figure. Because he was created to be an action figure.
Surprise!
Yeah, this was meant to market a new toy that was coming out. So the Red Battleized Ranger is an American creation. I also want to pause here really quick to say that I made a mistake in my Turbo video. I said the Phantom Ranger was also an American-made creation.
Yeah.
I think I googled Phantom Ranger Super Sentai, and when I saw Verve Master, my brain saw it and confused it with VR Troopers. So I just assumed it wasn't a Sentai thing. My bad. Anyway, Andros is completely overpowered now. He can fly, where he saves TJ and Cassie from falling off a building, blows up the antenna, and uses his missiles to destroy Vaxsacker. After the Megazord fight, they head to the tower to destroy the secret city. However, Astronema teleports everything away.
Meaning
the
all the people.
And the prisoners.
Yeah.
Including Sylvie. Part 2 opens up with this scene I always hated as a kid. It's all Sentai footage, and it's 2 minutes of the Rangers exploring this empty boat.
Yeah, it's a little awkward.
Nothing happens. The footage is all shaky, and even as a kid,
Yeah, it's because it's all Sentai footage of them just literally on an actually like rocking back and forth ship for like no reason.
I knew something was weird about this. Astronema's plan is to kidnap all these citizens and transform them into data cards, so they can all be programmed to be her mindless zombie minions.
Who mentioned this was like Kingdom Hearts? Because
I did. Awkward snorted.
Yeah, this is definitely the most Kingdom Hearts part. I'm not gonna lie.
The first victims are of course Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus. Skull having the best reaction to it all. So many crazy things have happened to these two throughout the years. At this point, they're used to it, but sick of it. The Rangers locate the new location of the secret city. It's underwater. The Rangers show up, but Astronema gets the drop on them, turning them all into data cards. However, the Rangers didn't come alone, unknowingly having the Psychos follow them. Their spirits go through the machine and it reanimates them, giving life to the Psycho Rangers once again.
Whoa.
They find Ecliptor and beat the hell out of him. They retrieve the data cards and bring the Rangers back to life. Yes, the Psycho Rangers are so obsessed with defeating the Power Rangers, they will bring them back from essentially lifeless beings just so they have the pleasure of being the ones to end them.
I always love this. And it's like, you can't die unless I kill you. You know?
Nice, dude.
And the Rangers and the
obsessed.
Psychos have their final battle. Probably. Andros tells Alpha to contact Zane, to tell him to go to the control room to turn the data cards back into humans. Ecliptor tries to stop him, and I'm starting to feel bad. He has spent this entire episode getting beaten up, and Zane doesn't go easy. He finds the control room and tries to reverse the process, naturally having Bulk, Skull, and Phenomenus being their first survivors. I love when Professor Phenomenus tries to explain what just happened.
We were changed into data cards by aliens.
I mean, what happened?
But we're okay now.
He just sounds so insane, but he's right. Zane saves the rest of the civilians and has a plan to stop the Psychos.
It is really silly.
The Rangers lure them into the control room and have a struggle to get them all in the center. When they do, Zane manages to transform them into data cards. Their evil energy was too strong, apparently. During the explosion, Zane loses the Psychos' data cards.
Just, you know, evil energy. What do you mean? Just, you know.
Play the video,
Roy.
Roy.
The Rangers all regroup above land.
I don't have time.
So I will say that they did lose the data cards.
Now in possession of the Psycho Rangers.
Yeah.
The impenetrable web. Astronema tricks the Rangers to come down to a planet, where they get ambushed by the Quantrons and Dark Conda. Yeah, where has he been? Meanwhile, the Dark Fortress covers the Astro Megaship in a web, not allowing access to anyone but them. Ecliptor makes his way on board to find the Megazords. The rest of the episode has Alpha and Deca essentially using a Home Alone shenanigans to battle Ecliptor. Alright, I guess we needed some levity in these episodes. They managed to hold him off for a bit, but he eventually finds the location of the Mega Voyager. Meanwhile, the Rangers are held captive on this planet until Zane shows up with his brand new toy, now available at Walmart. It's like a dune buggy, I guess. He blows up Darkonda and saves the Rangers. With the web still over the Astro Megaship, the Rangers can't help. So Zane has to go to stop Ecliptor. They have a fight, but he still manages to destroy some of the Mega Voyager's control console. Ecliptor then somehow becomes red and super powerful,
it's a
growing in
thing.
size. Andros uses the Battleizer to blow up the shield, and they summon the Zords to fight the giant Ecliptor. The Astro Megazord, Delta Megazord, and Mega Winger. Alright, 3-on-1. This should be pretty easy. Oh my.
Power scaling didn't seem to work out here.
No, it really didn't. Yeah, the Delta Megaship just got destroyed. It's just dead. It's gone.
Delta
I don't remember this guy being
During
that
the
strong.
fight, however, Ecliptor eventually runs out of juice and returns to normal size.
It is quite literally a Sentai thing. It's like a temporary super battle boost, but then makes him like giga weak afterwards. So, that's it.
Where the Rangers are able to get the upper hand on him, turning him back to normal and needing to flee. The Rangers return to the moon and check on the Mega Voyager. It's pretty damaged, but still functional. if only barely. A line in the sand. The episode starts off at night.
Oh, this is a crazy
setting
episode.
not usually seen in Power Rangers. Ashley and Andros are on a date, but off in the distance, there's a car stalking them, even trying to run them over multiple times. Only
This is
barely
a regular
missing.
show episode.
The next day, this truck hunts down the rest of the Rangers while on Earth, chasing down Carlos, and right before running him over, transports him to a desert where he can't use his communicator. This episode has always had such an eerie vibe.
Literally
to it.
is a regular
It's
show
not a
episode.
monster chasing down the Rangers, just a car. Is it a stalker or what? It doesn't talk or anything. It genuinely feels like a slasher movie with some psychopath trying to run over these teenagers. Hell, even when the Rangers do morph, their weapons are completely useless. Even Andros uses his battleizer, and that's too
No
weak
way.
for the car.
Yeah.
It feels like the Power Rangers stumbled into the real world, where their fake
This is
toys
like an
don't help
advertisement
anymore.
for the
They all get
car.
transported to this desert planet.
Wow.
And even with
You're
all
almost
5
so
of
right.
them, they still can't stop the
It's
Jeep.
not a toy.
You know
This
what
has to be a
eventually does
fucking
stop
real
it,
car
though?
advertisement.
Zane's toy.
Yeah, but Zane's toy can stop it.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Okay, that's how it is. Okay.
You accidentally were right.
They blow it up, and Astronema turns it into a monster. It has a battle with the Mega Voyager, but due to the Voyager's weakened state, it doesn't put up a great fight. The monster pulls the Megazord close and
A lot of these
self-destructs,
monster
blowing
designs are so
itself
much better this season.
and the Mega Voyager up.
So they just lost another Megazord. So they're down 2 Megazords now.
Dude, they gotta stop losing all this shit. What's the point
Yeah,
of
that's
getting in it if you're gonna lose and then you're gonna have to win on fucking foot anyways?
Well, I mean, the monster grabbed the Megazord and self-destructed. Like, the monster itself self-destructed. It's not their fault, right?
Yeah, the Mega Voyager is also gone now. With only 2 Zords at their disposal, the Rangers are vulnerable, where Astronema then plans for their final confrontation.
It's finally time.
Well, we're here. The final 2 episodes of Power Rangers in Space.
I'm not going to lie when I say this either. These 2 episodes are still, to this day, the 2 best episodes of Power Rangers ever. Period. So let's dive in.
Of all time.
Of all time.
And Power Rangers as a whole.
Forever.
Countdown to Destruction.
I mean, literally, the
Part
show
1.
is not airing right now,
Astronema
so...
rallies the
Is Battlestar
troops, and all the
Galactica time?
villains in the Alliance of
Yes.
Evil prepare for the galactic takeover.
It does
The
look
Machine
like it.
Empire's armies seem to be back at full power.
I have to admit, I've never
Detox
seen
and the
Battlestar
Piranhatron are
Galactica.
attacking the Alien
Oh, you should
Rangers.
watch it.
Zed
I
and
played
Rita are
Helldivers, though.
attacking the Gold Ranger, and the Phantom Ranger and the Blue Centurion are trying to defend their home planet. All seems grim. The evil forces are too powerful, slowly taking
all
over
looks
the
so good.
planets one by one. Astronema then brings in
Neglecting
Zordon to
Forever
the
Red is
Dark Fortress,
crazy. Kane,
giving
you know
him
I'm
a front
right.
row to the end of his own era. The entire episode is one big fight for survival, the rebels on KO-35 being outnumbered, and when Astronema's forces attack the Rangers, they try their best to fight back. Just like the Turbo finale, it's a very serious fight, surrounded by loads of rubble and destruction. The Rangers
And
fight
almost
valiantly,
all original
but the numbers
footage,
are
like
greatly not in their
99%
favor,
original.
being forced to demorph and even retreat. Meanwhile, Astronema has a weapon attached to a Velocifighter, a blaster that can destroy a planet. However, Darkonda sees
Like a
this
TIE
and
fighter,
steals the plane for himself,
basically.
planning to use it to destroy Dark Spectre and the Dark Fortress, so he can be ultimate ruler. He fires it at him, and Dark Spectre seemingly goes down. Before he can blast at the Dark Fortress, though, Dark Spectre uses his last bit of life force to eat Darkonda and take him down with him,
Yep.
ending the lives of both Darkonda and Dark Spectre.
And that was Darkonda's last
Astronema
life.
seems like
Dude, that's gotta be
worried
so
for
lucky
some
for the
reason.
Power Rangers.
Like,
Yeah.
bro, this was your plan since the beginning. With Dark Spectre gone, Astronema now reigns as Queen of Evil. She comes to Earth demanding the
Is
Power
she
Rangers offer
reprogrammed? I
them.
thought she was brainwashed.
I mean, it's...
Wouldn't she go back to normal?
No, because it's still the machine implants in her. It's not like they would
Oh.
just randomly stop. So...
themselves up.
There's a way to
If
just
they
rip that
don't,
off.
they'll destroy the
Someone
Earth.
will. Maybe.
Countdown to Destruction
Or someone has
Part
to.
2. We see
Oh,
the
there's a
civilians
rip-off
in
or
total panic,
reprogram thing.
worrying that the Power
Something.
Rangers have abandoned
We'll find
them.
out.
But it's Bulk of all people to keep the morale high and tells everyone that they need to put their trust in the Rangers.
Of all
Andros
people,
feels
like
like
it would
there's
be
still a
anyone
chance he
fucking
can
else.
still
That's what I'm saying! It's their time!
reach Corone and
Like
talk
who
some
else
sense
would be
into
the
her.
one to give that
With
fucking
everyone else,
Yeah.
she's gone. Andros refuses to believe this. He sneaks away and plans to enter the Dark Fortress alone. He's stopped by Ashley, though, who tells him he can't just leave. But Andros says he has to try. He tries to say that if he doesn't come back, but is quickly cut off by Ashley, saying she will see him again, where the two share a kiss.
Wow.
Okay, they don't, but they should. It's the last episode of Power Rangers ever. You can have Andros say fuck if you want to. What are they gonna do? Cancel the show? Morning comes and Astronema is demanding the Power Rangers show themselves. When they seemingly don't show up, the real heroes do.
I am the Blue Ranger.
Hey.
I am the Black Ranger.
Bulk and Skull take a stand. They've done everything from bully the Power Rangers, envy them, and poorly imitate their actions. But here, they are the Power Rangers like they say. They're standing up to evil, not worried about the consequences. Rallying everyone behind them. Before they all get into too much trouble though, the real Power Rangers show up.
Them? Ready. Let's rock it.
With the rejuvenated energy of everyone's high spirits, they fight the evil forces once again. However, they're not alone.
Come on, let's get in there. Who's with me?
Bulk and Skull rally the citizens of Angel Grove and lead the charge to fight head on. This is so perfect. Meanwhile, Andro sneaks on the Dark Fortress and finds Zordon. Zordon saying that the evil forces are too strong, and the only way to stop them is to destroy his
everyone's
energy
been
tube
after you for this entire
and release
time.
his power onto the galaxy,
never mind.
destroying all evil forces, but sacrificing himself in the process. Andros is taken back by this idea, immediately rejecting it and saying they'll just keep fighting. Zordon says that won't work. Andros raises his sword, but can't bring himself to do it. Astronema comes back on board though. Andros tries to talk sense into her, but she's too far gone. They fight, but Andros never strikes back. Zordon's words momentarily break Dark Spectre's programming, but it takes over again. Astronema then shoots a blast at Andros, and he deflects it with his sword. The strike flies back to Astronema and kills her. Ecliptor shows up and is heartbroken, clearly still retaining some of that fatherly love for her. He violently swings at Andros, and Zordon pleads with him once again to destroy his tube, where Andros finally agrees. Zordon's final words are, "It's your duty as a Power Ranger to protect the universe." Andros stays silent, grabbing his saber and unleashing a strike to Zordon's tube.
Cool.
That's a really good ending for Power Rangers. Wow. They really fucking
like a
went
complete
out
finale
this season. Holy shit. Yeah, that's a great finale. This is literally like all the kid shows
Andros
nowadays
destroys Zordon.
that are really
What's been
goofy, and then
dubbed as the
sometimes they have a little bit of
travels
peek in it
across
with
the
storytelling.
Yeah, absolutely. And it just hits you, you know? I'm
That's
getting
so fucking cool.
I'm getting teary-eyed about it.
So good.
Like you have all that goofy shit, and then Adventure Time comes in with the Ice King actually has dementia storyline, and they're like, oh
yeah.
Andros destroys Zordon. What's been dubbed as the Z-Wave travels across the galaxy, disintegrating all evil forces, turning Zed, Rita, and Divatox into normal humans, giving them another chance at life. Just like Astronema said, Zordon not only witnessed, but was fully responsible for the end of his own era. And he would do it again in a heartbeat. This still makes me feel something deep in my chest all these years later. The fact this little toy commercial of a TV show was able to create a 5-year legacy with recurring characters and storylines is honestly amazing. I don't think anyone would have imagined that we'd be in this spot when they first saw the pudgy pig. Andros lands the Dark Fortress on Earth, carrying Astronema's dead body. But he cries a tear on her and magically reverts to Corone and comes back to life. I'm gonna assume it was part of the Z-Wave that did
They
this,
just didn't want to
not
kill her.
the power of love.
Well,
The episode ends with Andros saying goodbye to Ashley. He's staying.
Dude, either kill her or revert her before killing her, because then it's just kind of like, okay.
Yeah, they just didn't want to make it like 2 seconds, because like Ecliptor's also just dead. So yeah, they didn't want to make it like too grim, you know?
Yeah, but like heal her beforehand, whatever.
I agree with you.
Not the power of love. The episode ends with Andros saying goodbye to Ashley. He's staying on KO-35 with Zane and Corone, saying it's his home. Ashley's saddened by this, but Andros returns to the ship, saying his home is with them. And after all this, the Rangers can finally return home and get some well-deserved rest. Power Rangers in Space was my favorite TV show for my entire life. And after watching it for the 100th time for this video,
it was really good.
In my opinion, this is the quintessential Power Rangers season. A perfect balance.
I'm sure you guys would really like it. And this is why I kept like pushing for like, please last with me until in space, because I promise you they do finally find their footing and they realize how to tell stories. Like,
that really was like actual storytelling. That was cinema.
Yeah. Cinema. Oh my gosh.
Of
It
drama,
didn't feel like
action.
there was just one like big overarching story for the whole season. It wasn't like it wasn't super all over
They
the place
had
like the previous ones.
subplots that went on with the main plot, like it intertwined like a fucking video game.
Yes, exactly.
And silliness. Andros definitely took the role of the main character. He had an interesting story with his sister, and being a new fresh face also helps. I think his actor, Christopher Kamen Lee, has one of the best hero voices. Every time he shouts, it feels powerful. He's giving his all in these performances, and I would have loved to see him possibly get into anime or something after Power Rangers, similar to Johnny Young Bosch.
That's enough! We're coming through! Power Red! Ha! Spiral Saber Booster Mode! Ha!
I will say, that's like every hero voice nowadays.
It is. Yeah, it was perfect for the 90s, you know?
Strong now! You can beat him! Please, Seymour!
It sounds like Gerard when he's
No
copying
way!
him.
We gotta stop the source
Another Gerard call out. That's crazy.
as long as we can! We're not abandoning ship!
Apparently, he also hated the Smucker's hair, which breaks my heart. Not only that, but hated the fact that his tears brought Corone back to life, saying it felt too cheesy.
Yeah.
And for my own vindication, apparently there was a kiss scene filmed between Andros and Ashley, but it was during their date for the episode where the killer car tries to run them over. Why here? Bulk and Skull
That's so
definitely
weird.
had the most emotional impact. They have been the longest recurring characters in this show, having genuine growth and character arcs.
Quite literally, Paul Schreier, who plays Bulk, has the record for most amount of episodes any person has ever been in any Power Rangers. So
that's kind of insane.
Yeah.
Seeing them fully embrace the hero mindset without fear of what might happen, standing up to Astronema boldly. It's sometimes hard to look at this and then an episode of Mighty Morphin and realize they're the same people.
Real.
A part of me is so
Mighty
frustrated
Morphin
it
is
took
so
this
fucking horrible compared to this.
That it's like the crazy thing, because like there are so many people that are stuck in nostalgia for like OG MMPR season 1 from 93, and they're like, oh, the OG was the best. And I'm like, bro, look at this. This is literally just good. I'm not speaking from nostalgia. I'm talking from it is still good to this day.
It's like if you know the baby slop on YouTube that people feed to their kids. It's like if that randomly decided to just put a storyline out there, like in the middle of it. Like fuck, nobody's watching, right? Let's just do this shit.
It's mostly the same talent that made Mighty Morphin in this one.
Yeah, it's a lot of the same executive producers, writers, some of the same cast, like a lot of the same people. I mean, Paul Schreier and Jason Narvi as Bulk and Skull are still part of the show, you know, and they've been there since the beginning. So
same writers? What did they decide to lock in?
Yeah.
Well, did they like stop taking ketamine? What the fuck?
I think the big thing was, at least for like as it went on, they realized more and more how to write for the show. Because like when they first made it, it was the first time anyone had ever done anything like this. Season 2 was even worse because they were trying to adapt a different season. Season 3 did way better because they wrote basically their own plots, but then they had the weirdness of going into Zeo, so it had to be a shorter season, and then they had the Alien Ranger stuff, and then Zeo was a little awkward, and then Turbo was a comedy season that they tried to make serious, and finally In Space versus Mega Ranger both were serious seasons. So
do they keep this up with future seasons?
I will talk about that in one moment.
To have a consistently good season
just let
of
the
Power
video
Rangers.
finish, and then
the show has always
I'll answer
had good
that.
episodes, moments, and arcs. And I don't
Also,
buy
I'll
the
say,
excuse of,
I
oh,
don't
it's
like
a
any of
kid's
these
show. They
toys.
just want
I
to see
think
the
all of them
pudgy
look
pig and the
bad.
Megazord. Like,
I'm sorry,
was
I
the
don't like
target
any of the
audience
designs
back
for
in
the
the day.
toys.
I can't believe you. To be fair,
It's just blocks.
I really like the morphers and the helmets personally. Those are my go-tos. So Also, Kane does
get better, but the toys, I don't know, man.
Yeah. Kane does say Koichi Sakamoto, who's the stunt coordinator, took over action and assistant direction halfway through season 2 of Mighty Morphin, and it helped change the direction for the show. Honestly, it was a huge factor. Big agree.
Dude, honestly, even if the fight scenes were shitty, like they were still season 1 level garbage, I am still blown away just by the writing for this one.
Yeah. They locked in. And remember, the entire plot for In Space is nothing like Mega Ranger. Mega Ranger's plot has nothing to do with anything that they just told. They literally made it all up.
And even as a kid, I preferred In Space over Mighty Morphin. I was glued to the TV when the Psychos showed up and were treated like a serious threat. I honestly can't recommend this season enough. I still consider it my favorite TV show. I quote it constantly, and I'm still looking to buy all the action figures. Rewatching this years later and knowing what happens, I still get goosebumps and the biggest smile on my face with every episode. Now, granted, the grand scale nature of this season and the powerful emotional toll it took on everyone only happened because it was created in mind with this being the final season. So why not go all out?
Exactly.
Oh
It
no,
was
that means
so
the next
perfect,
season's
in
gonna be
fact,
goofy.
that it ironically revived the franchise. Yes, Power Rangers in Space at the time was the most viewed and most successful season of Power Rangers ever. They sold so many toys and so many people were head over heels for this season. So naturally, when you have something this successful, again, you can't just ignore it. So this is where you guys now come into play. I initially made these videos with the intention of going through just the Zordon era.
Not yet.
However, I didn't expect as much people to like the videos.
Actually, not at all, ever.
So if you want to see more, let me know. And if you'll allow me, I'd love to continue this journey and go forth to the Lost Galaxy.
So that's the thing about Connor too, is he only started the videos because he wanted to get to In Space because it's his favorite season. But the videos did so well and kept doing well as he made more and more of them.
The cash cow of Power Rangers goes for everybody.
It really does. So the thing that I can answer you, Joel, is Lost Galaxy is an epilogue season to In Space. And it is
What the fuck is there to epilogue?
It's like tying up loose ends. There's like some small things that I won't say specifically what happened because I don't want to spoil plot lines, but there's some very small things that happen and were left in the background. It's not super intrinsically tied to In Space. Like you have to see In Space to watch Lost Galaxy, but yeah. It's not like, oh my god, like this season is In Space season 2. Luckily, Lost Galaxy is another top 10 season. So
okay,
we get another banger season right after this.
I am cautiously optimistic. What about after the epilogue?
So after Lost Galaxy is when we get into No More Zordon era. A lot of people say that the Zordon era ended with In Space. I consider it ending with Lost Galaxy because Lost Galaxy does still tie into In Space. But after Lost Galaxy, we go to Lightspeed Rescue. And that is a completely standalone season. You do not need to see any other season prior. It is not a consistent story from the other seasons. It is a standalone season, and every season moving forward is a standalone season. So Lost Galaxy is the last continuation of the storyline. Yeah. I mean, hey, some of them are bangers. Where I say In Space is a fantastic season, like 10 out of 10 season, we still have more of those to go. We have Time Force, which is a couple seasons away from this. We've got RPM, which is a lot of seasons away from this. But both of those are standalone seasons that have nothing to do with any other season. Dino Thunder is another one, but I think it's better when you've seen other ones.
So they're doing like a Final Fantasy. They're like every season's different.
Yep. That way they don't have to worry about oh, how did the power transfer happen? How did it does make things complicated longer.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does make things complicated in the long run for some of the lore stuff, but I think they handle it for the most part well. So, but yeah, there's a lot of really good standalone
would you
seasons.
say all of these next ones are better than the first few seasons?
Yeah, we're gonna be on that. Yes, we're gonna be on a track of every season moving forward. I'd say for the next I'd say for like the next like 7 or 8 seasons are all better than
Oh damn.
like Mighty Morphin through Turbo. And I love MMPR season 3. I think Turbo gets more hate than it deserves, but I think Lost Galaxy is better. Lightspeed Rescue is about on par. I don't love Lightspeed Rescue as much as everybody else does. Time Force is a 10 out of 10 season. Wild Force is like a 7.5, 8 out of 10 season. Ninja Storm is, I think, fantastic. Dino Thunder is a 10 out of 10. SPD is a 9 out of 10. Mystic Force is an 8 out of 10. And then we get to Operation Overdrive, which is Disney's only misstep with Power Rangers. Their only bad season. So we've got like, that's like what, 8 seasons we've got that are all better than the original seasons. So yeah,
cool.
we've made it out of the trenches. We are
How
into
many more seasons are there?
So we just finished In Space. We've got Lost Galaxy,
27.
Lightspeed Rescue.
You said a lot of names, and I was like, holy shit.
I got you. So after In Space is Lost Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dino Thunder, SPD, Mystic Force, Operation Overdrive, Jungle Fury, RPM, Samurai.
I'm going to go to bed.
Mega Force and Super Mega Force. Dino Charge. Ninja Steel, Beast Morphers, Dino Fury, and Cosmic Fury.
Christ, man!
So that's another 14
3
seasons.
dinos.
There can't be that much money in Power Rangers still.
It's funny you say that because it's with Saban right now. It goes to Disney, you know, then it goes back to Saban, and then it goes to Hasbro, who currently has it and hasn't done anything with it in over 2 years, which is really upsetting. And they just canceled a semi-popular comic. So
Are they doing something now? Didn't they announce something now?
there's
Or
no
was I
official
just
announcement.
remembering?
There's just a rumor that they're working with Disney to reboot the franchise. It's like
Man,
a pretty
what the
big
fuck?
rumor.
The whole thing?
Yeah. I mean, because Hasbro didn't want Power Rangers. And the person that basically set up the deal and bought Power Rangers from Saban had like a big plan, like set up. Like he was going to do a cinematic universe. He was going to make tie-ins with comics and, you know, movies and TV shows and things like that. And then he died. And didn't get to share any of that with people. And Hasbro ended up with Power Rangers and didn't want it. So they have they have been struggling with the brand and not doing right by it, unfortunately.
Ooh.
Yeah. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
This is fun. I love it.
I'm
It's so good.
glad. Yeah. This is you can see now why I was saying like I really wanted you guys to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it just didn't like the story isn't. It's just not the story that's good. Even like the look of it. Like, I thought it was CG. It's practical effects, kind of.
Yeah, that's part of what
It's really
tokusatsu
good.
means. It's like the practical effect side of things. That's
I
why under the tokusatsu umbrella is also Godzilla, because Godzilla's filmed like that too. It's people in
Yeah.
suits, you know. Yeah,
It's cool.
and now you have been indoctrinated finally into a banger 10 out of 10 season, and I'm really glad that you guys liked it because this
Yeah,
franchise
thank
means so much to
you.
me.
I will be honest with you.
Yeah.
So I mainly locked in at the finale episodes because they really fucking gripped me.
Mhm.
The season was way better than every other season beforehand, but that finale is what really brought it up.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
No, I agree, and that's why I was saying, and I'm not exaggerating when I say that Countdown to Destruction, part 1 and 2, which are the 2 episodes, are to this day I consider the greatest episodes of Power Rangers ever. And I know Kane is yelling at me for not picking another episode that's his favorite, but I do think Countdown to Destruction, the pair of them, are the greatest episodes of Power Rangers ever. Period. Yeah. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Any questions, comments, concerns, curiosities?
Violent reactions.
Violent reactions.
I think Mighty Morphin is better.
Mods destabilizes Adams.
No.
Did they ever try to make like an animated version of Power Rangers?
It got canceled, unfortunately, but yes.
They did try.
No, like it never got off the ground. Like it never aired. They were going to, and then they canceled it.
That's so surprising because it feels like you could do so many crazy shit.
Let
with Power
me
Rangers animated.
let me pull it up. It's guys, you
And
guys.
I mean, they already have the comics as well.
Well, the comics only got popular recently. What is it called? It's not Power Rangers Prime because that's the comic that just got canceled. Do you guys remember what the season was supposed to be called? Origins. That was it. Power Rangers Origins.
Are there any Power Rangers shows that are strictly like this is mainly for adults rather than anyone young?
They're all supposed to be for kids technically, but I will say Time Force is a pretty adult season. RPM is a pretty adult season. Wild Verse towards the end gets pretty fucking dark. And there's the poster for it.
Oh, this Origins thing looks really good.
There is no good quality pictures of them, unfortunately, because they really wanted to scrap
3D.
these. Yeah, it's like CG animation. It was supposed to be by the
looks so
people that
good.
made Miraculous Ladybug.
Manta.
So the people that made Miraculous Ladybug were supposed to make it.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
kind of an interesting idea.
Yeah.
I
So
don't know if I would prefer that art style for Power. I mean, it fits Power Rangers, but I was thinking more like following in their fucking like Japanese aesthetic, since that's where they originally took stuff from
Why
and
don't they
just
just
full
I
on
mean,
made an anime.
they did kind of have
Studio
it.
Trigger. Studio
Like-
Trigger.
Freaking Vanta.
I can see this could look really good.
I'm really
Maybe.
sad that we never got it because like there's a bunch of random posters that we got that were like showing advertisements for it, but never actually like came to fruition. So like these posters are real and exist, but they're like so hard to find because they weren't supposed to put them up because the project got canceled.
I love the dynamic poses in those. Oh,
Yeah.
so good.
That actually is really cool.
Yeah, so that answers that question about the animated one. Yeah. So
Surprised they didn't. Man, they should go with that. That is really cool, though.
it is. Apparently Connor has a video on it too. So that's
How?
cool.
You just
like,
said that there's only like 4 pictures of it in total.
there's probably more like behind the scenes information, and he probably goes over more than just this project because there's a
The
ton
cash
of
cow of Power
2-hour
Rangers. Yeah,
There's
the cash
a
cow of Power Rangers is for everybody to milk. There's enough udder for everyone to grab.
there are a ton of canceled projects from Power Rangers, like the 2017 movie we got. We were supposed to get a sequel to that, but it did so poorly at the box office it got canceled. So that was unfortunate. Hasbro had all of their plans. There's like rumor things that I don't really want to get into, but I'm sure at some point people will talk to you about Power Rangers Hexagon, which we will talk about when we get to the Disney seasons. But yeah, Hexagon was a crazy one. My
Surely
goodness.
there was a collab between Power Rangers and Evangelion.
No, unfortunately.
Oh damn.
I
I'm
think
so
it would have been
fucked
cool.
up.
Yeah, oh my god, no, John, no.
That's all I know about it.
Oh my
I've never seen
God.
Evangelion. Besides, I'm so fucked up.
Oh my gosh.
Me looking at what's his name, Zordon, in the jar with his head.
Man, I freaking love it. I freaking love this franchise. So good. It's so good. But yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Thank you so much for showing me.
Timing, yeah. I was
Yeah.
about to go to the hospital. Right
Yeah.
now.
So hey, good timing.
Yeah.
I need to go too because I'm still somewhat sick and my voice hurts.
Yes, absolutely. Take care of yourselves both. Thank you both for coming. I really appreciate it.
Okay.
Excited
Okay.
for the next one.
you.
I'll buy popcorn
Yeah.
next time.
Yeah, we'll get into Lost Galaxy, which is they have an even bigger budget with even more original sets and really, really
For
good
an
acting.
epilogue.
So I say epilogue, but it is an entire season that's by itself. I just consider it like it is a footnote epilogue to the end of the Zordon era before we get into completely original seasons.
Epilogue makes me feel like it's like the the second DLC of Witcher 3, the Wine and Something DLC, which just like tying just chill. That's what
Oh,
I'm feeling
I would think of it more like
just friendship.
think
the
think
end.
more like Uncharted 4.
Played either of these
Oh,
games,
okay.
but I know The Witcher from YouTube clips.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to think of another good one because it's like it is an amazing send off and like ending where it's like In Space was like great and you could be done there, but Lost Galaxy is like what if we did one more thing and they told another banger story and closed it up really well? So, but yeah. Also, one of the only seasons of Power Rangers to this point in space meeting that they keep their powers at the end and are still active.
Ah.
Yeah. Because every other season to that
Power
point.
Ranger
They
retire.
don't
What
suffer
age?
the Sora from Kingdom Hearts curse.
Yeah, really.
Level 1 every time.
Level 1. That's why they got to keep introducing new Rangers now. They can't use the same cast anymore because they're all experienced. But yeah, that'll be it.
Okay.
Thank you guys again.
Thank you for inviting us again. Thank you. How many
I'm excited for the
streams has
next
been?
one.
Part 5.
This is like 5th.
Damn.
So
Damn.
Look,
think
it says part 5 in the title of the group chat.
I put part 5.
Come on,
I don't actually know if it's part 5. I think it is because we combined Zeo and Turbo. I think we did Mighty Morphin in 3 separate parts. We did 1 season per each, and then this.
I know
in
the
space.
first episode took three streams.
Yeah. So that would be 3, then 4. So this was 5. This was part
You guys
5
remember
of the
other guys
indoctrination.
that watch with us sometimes?
I'm sure we will be able to bring them with us at some point. You know, I know they've been busy.
Dude, what happened to that Xander guy?
He's a busy man. You know,
Fucking Australians, dude.
he's not Australian.
Fucking British people, dude.
I'm screaming. Oh my goodness. All right, well.
See, I forgot. It's been like 3 years.
It has been a bit. It has been a bit. I'll make sure he knows that you thought he was Australian.
Please.
Yeah, I got you.
Oi, governor.
All right, you guys. Thank you for
Aye, aye,
coming.
Captain.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for being here and being a part of these. I love sharing this passion with you guys, and I'm so glad to be able to share it with you guys. So thank you.
I am always excited to do these. I literally tell my chat beforehand that I'm like, guys, we have to stall for time because I need to raid Roy. I fucking love watching random bullshit with my friends. And
Yeah.
food. It's good. But I ran out of food because I ate it too early, so I didn't have anything to eat during the entire showing.
I'll bring you popcorn next time. I got you.
In like fucking the first 5 minutes, and you'll be like 2 minutes into the video because of all the pausing that we do.
True. It's true. It's true. So.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
All right. Bye, guys.
Go. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you.
Joel. Bye, Roy.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right. I'm out of the Discord call. Man, we made it to In Space, guys. And they liked it. I told you that they were gonna love it. Oh, it makes me so happy. Oh, it makes me so happy that they liked it, man. Oh, it makes me so happy. Man, that makes me happy. Thank you guys for hanging out and joining us on these indoctrinations, as we put it. I always really love being able to do these and share the passion with you guys. Power Rangers is such a big part of my life, and Super Sentai and Kamen Rider have become just as important to me. You know, have been just as important to me in recent days, weeks, months, years. I mean, we just finished Kamen Rider Kabuto in the Discord with the community. So if you guys ever want to come hang out and watch stuff with us, the next series we're going to watch together is Deca Ranger, which was the source material for Power Rangers SPD. So come in and hang out, vibe with us, thrive with us, survive with us. It is free ! Discord in either chat that you're in. But yeah, that is going to do it for me tonight. I really appreciate you guys. We're going to go ahead and raid into Andrea. Andrea obviously being our other fellow ranger in action in Oshi Sentai V Ranger. So I'm going to go ahead and open her stream real quick. I probably have sound on, which I did. Got it in time. There we go. Let's go right into her. And then on the YouTube side, I think I'm going to try and raid into Malum if he's still going. I think he is. So let's go see if he's still alive. I do love me some Malum. Malum's playing FNAF. All right, well, let's send Malum some hype and some love. That's my boy. He's so cute. I love him. All right, guys. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for being a part of this. And thank you for joining me on these escapades. It means the world to me that you guys like sharing these passions. And I sure as hell plan on continuing to share these passions with you all. So as long as you'll have me, you'll have more reactions, more conversations, and more fun times with Power Rangers, Super Sentai, and Kamen Rider as a whole. So thank you guys again. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye.